FNFreshDeals.com.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to James Buchanan Senior High School and this evening's Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division doubleheader between the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils and the James Buchanan Rockets. I'm John Freeman. Joining me tonight will be Jason Heilman, as first off tonight, the Blue Devil girls and the James Buchanan Lady Rockets do battle in a game with significant implications in the 2018-2019 Colonial Division title chase. Tonight's game is brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC. Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Summit Sports Medicine, Chambersburg and Waynesboro. The Franklin County Visitors Bureau. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Keystone Ford, fast, fair, and friendly, 301 Walker Road in Chambersburg. Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 38 years. Greencastle Eye Care Center, a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. The Sports Page, your new source for Franklin County sports, is at thesportspage.blog. The United States Air Force, aim high, make a living with a career that makes a difference. The U.S. Air Force. Contact Tech Sergeant Patrick at 717-480-7254. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in Waynesboro. Let them outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, and so much more. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas in Chambersburg and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Greencastle Notary Services, serving your vehicle and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators. Visit Greencastle Representative Jeff Coons at 116 South Antrim Way in Greencastle. Blue Heron Events, From Scratch Catering, your full-service catering and events company. Antrim Diesel Service, ready to serve all your needs. Diesel needs, that is, providing everything from state inspections to the complete repair of all diesel-powered vehicles. And finally, Klein Tours. Visit kleintours.net for a complete tour schedule. Tonight's abbreviated pregame show, brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Good evening, everyone. John Freeman with you, along with Jason Heilman, Matt Rock running the camera for Mid-Penn Broadcasting. And Jason, tonight it's a game between two teams with in a game that has significant impact on the Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division. Greencastle comes into the game with a division record of 9-2. Big Spring currently in second place with a record of 7-3. JB in third with a record of 6 wins and 3 losses. Jason, tonight Greencastle can clinch sole possession of the Colonial Division Championship with a win. JB can keep alive their hopes for a division title with the win on their side.
Yeah, John, and this Greencastle team's looking to shake off the bad experiences of the last couple of games. We saw them at home just days ago lose to a Waynesboro, an inspired Waynesboro team that got a win in, what was it, several years. Right. Kind of rained on the senior night at Greencastle. We saw the girls not play so well, still struggling to score points, get their offense going. So they're looking to shake that off, clinch this title, and move on to what should be their postseason then.
And again, the Blue Devils with a 1.5 game lead over Big Spring, a 2 game lead over James Buchanan, but both of those schools just 1 game behind Greencastle in the loss column. A JB win tonight, along with victories against Boiling Springs on Thursday and Waynesboro on Friday, would clinch at least a tie or a share of the Colonial Division title for the Lady Rockets. Big Spring also in the mix if they win out and Greencastle loses tonight. We could end up seeing a 3-way tie for the Colonial Division title this year. So still a lot of things left to be settled, but one thing is true here, Jason. A Greencastle win here tonight on the road against James Buchanan, which again is not an easy thing at all, will settle the issue and give Greencastle the the division championship. Starting lineups are being announced, running a little bit ahead of schedule tonight. As we have the annual quadruple header here with Greencastle and James Buchanan. Things kicked off at 3:30 with the girls' junior varsity game. Boys' varsity JV game followed. Now we have the girls' varsity, and we'll wrap things up later this evening with the boys' varsity game. This game was originally scheduled to tip off at 6:30. We are set to get underway here, probably about 13 minutes early. And before we get started here and tip things off, Jason Heilman has the starting lineups.
Okay, and for the James Buchanan Rockets, we got number 3, Maggie Strawart, number 10, Riley Heinbaugh, number 14, Cass Martin, number 24, Alyssa Blair, number 31, Brianna Myers. For Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils, we got number 3, McKenna Rakoczewski, number 11, Ashley True, 11, Sage Wilhide, 22, Lydia Christ, and number 35, Jordan Yeager. And
Greencastle will be without Maddie Schweitzer tonight, the senior starter, injuring her ankle in the Waynesboro game. She is in street clothes on the bench, so she will not see any action this evening. As we are underway here from James Buchanan, the Rockets winning the opening tip-off. Cass Martin drives the lane. She can't get the shot to fall. Ball is kept in play by the Lady Rockets as they look for the opening points here. 3-point shot there by Alyssa Blair won't fall. Blue Devils with the rebound and the basketball. Just underway here from James Buchanan as they go inside to number 35. That's Jordan Yeager. She can't convert. Down on the other end quickly. JB looks to push the ball inside. Ball taken away by Ashley True. She gets it off to Lydia Christ. And Christ will bring the ball down the court for the Blue Devils. Far side to Sage Wilhide. Around the perimeter it comes. Christ on the near wing. Dribbles between the circles. Again around the perimeter. Rakoczewski looks to go baseline all the way around. Her reverse layup is up and good. So McKenna Rakoczewski with the first 2 points of the game gives the Blue Devils a 2-0 lead at the 6:50 mark of the first quarter.
John, both possessions for Greencastle ending up in good opportunities right underneath the basket, able to convert on the one, not on the other. But both very good looks coming down the floor. Second
meeting of the year between these two teams. Greencastle victorious 44-39 in Greencastle back on January 11th. Shot there by number 31, Brianna Myers, won't fall. Another offensive board for the Rockets. Myers will fire again from that left baseline. She can't get it to fall. Jordan Yeager with the rebound for the Blue Devils. As Lydia Christ works the ball down the floor, Greencastle with the basketball and a 2-0 lead here, 6:15 to go. First quarter, 3-point attempt for Lydia Christ. Back of the rim, no good. Rakoczewski with the rebound to Wilhide. Her three rattles around and can't go in. Nice rebound there by Cass Martin for the Lady Rockets. As JB with the basketball looking to tie or take the lead with a three. Riley Heinbaugh with the ball. She gets it back to Blair. Now they work it around to Myers. Myers who's taken a couple shots from that left baseline. Greencastle in a 2-1-2 zone here to get things started. Left alone is Heinbaugh. Her 3-point shot is up and good. So Riley Heinbaugh on the score for the Lady Rockets gives JB a 3-2 lead. 5:30 to go, first quarter. Now Yeager tries to go around Maggie Strawart. Nice defense there by the Rockets as Yeager unable to convert, and JB with possession of the ball in a 3-2 lead here. Again, a Greencastle win will clinch the Colonial Division Championship. A Rocket win puts them in position for a share of the Colonial Division title. So a lot riding on this game here this evening from James Buchanan. Rakoczewski breaks the press, left-handed dribble, kicks it out to Wilhide. Her 3-point shot rattles in and out. Maggie Strout with the rebound.
That's the second one she's put up that's been rattling around inside the cylinder.
And a nice pass up ahead to Cass Martin. She's bumped by Ashley True, no foul called. And Martin unable to convert. And the ball goes out of bounds, last touched by James Buchanan. And again, the Rockets look to press full court here. And Greencastle does a very nice job to break that press. Wilhide far wing with the basketball. She's going to skip it over to Rakoczewski. She thought about a three, now drives off the glass and gets that to fall. So second basket of the night for McKenna Rakoczewski. She gives the Blue Devils a 4-3 lead as the clock approaches 4:30 to go here in the first quarter. JB with the basketball, trailing by one. Try to work it inside to Strout. Goes by her. Alyssa Blair is there to pick up the loose ball and the follow. So Blair with her first 2 points of the night puts JB back on top by a score of 5-4. Again, Greencastle, a nice job breaking that James Buchanan press. 3-point shot for Rakoczewski is up and good. So McKenna Rakoczewski with the hot hand this evening. She has 5 points already and puts the Blue Devils out to their biggest lead of the night, 7-5.
Actually, 7 she's put up. She's put up all the points.
Oh, you're right, she has.
Yeah, she's got all the points for Greencastle so far.
So Rakoczewski leading the Rockets here 7-5 as Alyssa Blair answers on the other end for 3. Good shooting by both teams so far as Rakoczewski is bumped near the half-court line, and a foul will be called on the Rockets.
James Buchanan showing no signs of coming out of that full-court press. Greencastle hasn't had that difficult a problem with it, bringing the ball up the floor.
Not sure who the foul was on. There we go, Riley Heinbaugh. Thought that might have been her, but they did put it up on the scoreboard, so Riley Heinbaugh, her first personal foul, team's first, and actually the first foul of the game. So the Blue Devils with the basketball trailing by 1. Chris skip pass over to Rakoczewski. She thought about a 3 again. She's going to drive, runs into some traffic in the lane, and is fouled. And I think that's going to be on the floor prior to the shot. So the Blue Devils will inbound the ball right in front of us. 3:25 to go here in the opening quarter. JB with an 8-7 lead. Now they get it near corner to Rakoczewski. She's going to dribble out of trouble, work it back between the circles to Chris. Now Wilhide. Again, Greencastle looking to work the ball around the perimeter against this JB defense. Left alone inside is Poole. That's number 30, Lauren Poole, and she can't convert. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Greencastle. So JB with the basketball. Heinbaugh works it up to number 12. That's Hannah Kimmel. Kimmel and Carly Sollenberger into the game for James Buchanan. Again, Lauren Poole into the game here for Greencastle. As the Blue Devils operating tonight without Madison Schweitzer, who was injured in the JB game. Sollenberger, or excuse me, that was actually, yes, Sollenberger's 3 won't fall. And there's a nice steal by Heinbaugh.
That was McKenna kind of forced that ball up the floor.
Blue Devils look to run on the other end. Wilhide works it inside, gets it to True. Her shot partially blocked. I think that was Hannah Kimmel that got a hand on it. And James Buchanan comes away with the basketball. Now Blair goes down the baseline. Her shot is blocked. Greencastle quickly looks to counterattack. Christ on the far side. Gets it up top to Rakoczewski. She gets it inside to Poole, who's left alone from 8 feet. Her shot off the back of the glass, no good. Rebounded by Carly Sollenberger, who's immediately fouled. And they will get Lauren Poole for Greencastle on the reach. As Heidi Schatzenbacher checks into the game for the Blue Devils, she'll replace McKenna Rakoczewski. So James Buchanan with the basketball and an 8-7 lead. Some hot shooting early by both schools. Things have cooled off a little bit here over the past 90 seconds or so. Again, Greencastle in what appears to be a 2-3 or a 3-2 zone right here. JB content to work the ball around the perimeter. They get it to Sollenberger. She drives in the lane. Short jumper won't fall. Rebounded by Schatzenbacher for the Blue Devils. As Greencastle with the ball, looking to cut into the 8-7 JB lead. Poole, nice pass out to Schatzenbacher for 3 is good. So Heidi Schatzenbacher comes off the bench to knock down a big 3 for the Blue Devils. As Greencastle back out to a 2-point lead. Clock down to 1:15. Blue Devils leading at 10-8. Around the perimeter it goes. Heinbaugh, a little runner from about 12 feet, won't fall. Rebound comes right down to Maggie Strout. She can't get the follow. Strout again. And on her second opportunity, Maggie Strout with the basket for the Rockets, and that ties it at 10, under 1 minute to go here in the first quarter.
John, last time down the floor, Greencastle, nice job working the ball inside and then back outside for a nice open 3 shot.
Nice pass, Lauren Poole. She can't get the shot to fall. As Maggie Strout with the rebound for the Rockets. JB looks to push the ball quickly up the floor. Sollenberger goes far side to Heinbaugh. 3-point from the near wing won't go. Rebound tried to be chased. Alyssa Blair tried to chase that down. Ran out of real estate as the ball goes out of bounds. And we'll go back to the Blue Devils. 31.3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Game still tied at 10 apiece. And again, the Blue Devils a nice job to break that press, get it inside to Poole. Her short jumper again. Lauren Poole struggling from the field here early. She can't get the short little layup to fall. And JB gets possession of the ball back and an opportunity to possibly hold for one shot here. Clock inside 10 seconds. Heinbaugh with the basketball, throws it all the way across to Blair. Far corner three won't fall. Strout had an opportunity for the offensive rebound, but Sage Wilhide knocked it out of her hands, and that will wrap things up here in quarter number one after 8 minutes of basketball from Greencastle. We're tied 10 apiece. James Buchanan and Greencastle. You're listening to Blue Devil basketball on the Mid-Penn, on the F&M Trust Sports Network, Mid-Penn Broadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries don't always happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Michael Day, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
Welcome back to James Buchanan Senior High School. Second quarter just about set to get underway here. Greencastle girls, JB girls tied at 10 apiece. Again, a Greencastle win this evening gives the Blue Devils sole possession of the Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division Championship. A JB win would mean Greencastle would be assured no worse than a tie for the division title and would put JB in position to also earn a share. As a foul called here early on in the second half. Called on the Rockets. I believe that was on Cass Martin. Inbound to Christ for three. Shot rolls in and out. True's there for the rebound. Can't get the follow. Nice defensive board there by Cass Martin. As the Blue Devils with a couple of opportunities there to take the lead. JB with the basketball just underway here, second quarter. 3-point shot on the way from Carly Sollenberger is good. So Sollenberger with her first 3 points of the game gives JB a 13-10 lead. Now a pass inside to Olivia Winslow, and her shot won't fall from underneath. JB quickly counterattacks on the other end. Nice defense there by Lydia Christ. She gets a hand on a pass and comes away with the steal. Under 7 minutes to go here now in quarter number two. Blue Devils with the basketball trailing 13-10. Winslow works it back up top to Rakicheski, near side to Christ. Christ looks to penetrate. Little runner in the paint won't go, but she is fouled and will go to the line to shoot two.
John, still looking for Greencastle to get out of these shooting woes. They've had a lot of good opportunities under the basket and just unable to convert.
So Lydia Christ at the line trying for her first point. She converts on the free throw. And that'll get the Blue Devils back to within two. 13-11 the score. Second free throw up and good for Christ. So Lydia Christ, a perfect 2 for 2 from the line there, gets the Blue Devils back to within one. JB with a 13-12 lead, 6:40 to go here in this second quarter as Winslow gets a hand in the passing lane, almost a steal.
Kind of a unique setup there by Greencastle, John. They're just extending that zone all the way out to the midcourt line. Remaining in a box zone, but just all they do is push it out to the and meet the ball at half court.
Lady Rockets with the basketball on a 1-point lead. Maggie Stroud gets it back to Blair. Around the perimeter it goes. Sollenberger back to Blair. JB very patient here against this Greencastle zone. Brianna Myers with the basketball bounces it back to Sollenberger. Sollenberger looks to penetrate, bounce pass near wing to Blair. And again, JB very patient here with the 1-point lead, looking for a shot. Now Sollenberger tries to penetrate. Her shot is blocked by Christ, and Lydia Christ will come away with an uncontested layup as she goes coast to coast. Puts the Blue Devils back in the lead, 14-13. 5:55 to go, second quarter. So Christ with 4 quick points for the Blue Devils. Brianna Myers lets one fly from the near baseline, won't go. Maggie Strout chases down the offensive rebound. Now Sollenberger in traffic, gets it off to Martin. And then Martin is quickly tied up by Olivia Winslow. And a jump ball is called there.
Possession will remain with the Rockets, but that'll flip that possession arrow.
So JB will keep the basketball here. Martin will get it into Sollenberger. Clock approaching 5.5 minutes to go until halftime. 15-footer there by Brianna Myers is good. And back and forth we go. JB takes the lead, 15-14, almost a turnover. But True did a nice job to keep that ball in bounds. Now quickly on the other end, Christ's shot won't go. And the rebound pulled down by Brianna Myers for the Rockets as JB with the basketball and a 1-point lead. Heinbaugh gets it back to Sollenberger. She's hit one from there earlier. Can't get that three to fall. As Christ comes away with the rebound for the Blue Devils. And a timeout will be called by Greencastle head coach Mike Ryan. 32nd timeout. And with that, we will keep it right here as Greencastle and JB back and forth. This game is gone for most of the game. Right now, JB with a 15-14 lead. Taking a look at the leading scorers so far for the Blue Devils. McKenna Rakoczewski with 7 points, scoring all of those in the first quarter. 4 points for Lydia Christ coming here in the second quarter. And Heidi Schausenbacher with a big 3-pointer in the first quarter for the Blue Devils. On the other side, JB led so far by Alyssa Blair. She has 5, 3 each for Riley Heinbaugh and Carly Sollenberger. 2 points for Brianna Myers, also 2 points for Maggie Strout. One of the big questions here, one of the big items here in the game so far, Jason. Greencastle holding Cass Martin scoreless. Martin, for the most part, has been the cog that has made this this JB offense work.
Yeah, she has, and so far they're keeping her off the board. Really hasn't had much of an impact on the game, and now not on the floor at all right now.
Paige Avey into the game for Greencastle. Now True tried to bounce it inside to Christ. Ball was deflected and tied up. So again, the alternate possession will go to Greencastle. Ball inbounded to Avey. She has it knocked away, comes free, and Heinbaugh comes away with the loose ball for the Rockets. As JB with the basketball and a 1-point lead, far side, Heinbaugh with the basketball. She gets it back up top to Sollenberger. Sollenberger kicks it near side to Myers. Again, Greencastle in that 3-2 zone. JB very patient here. Now a 3-point shot by Heinbaugh. Front of the rim, no good. Almost thrown away by True, but she's able to get the loose ball back. And the Blue Devils with the basketball trailing by 1. Inside, Winslow left alone. Short jumper up and good for Olivia Winslow. So her first 2 points of the night puts the Blue Devils back on top, 16-15. And a whistle and an official's timeout as Carly Sollenberger had a loose shoelace she had to take care of. So she's tied back up, and the game is rolling again. 3:50 to go here till halftime. Greencastle with a 16-15 lead. Myers for 3 is good. So Brianna Myers, a 3-point basket from the near wing, puts the Rockets back up by 2. 16-18 in this as again Greencastle breaks the JB press. Now Christ for 3. Side of the rim won't go. Maggie Strout with the rebound for the Rockets as they look to push the ball up the court. Sollenberger bounce pass far side to Riley Heinbaugh. Heinbaugh is going to dribble between the circles and get it to Maggie Strout. Now back to number 12, Hannah Kimmel. Again, Myers on that near baseline. Now JB going to reset the offense with Sollenberger. She's going to go cross court to Heinbaugh, back to Sollenberger. And again, JB with the lead here. 3 minutes to go until halftime. Myers just inside the 3-point line. Her shot comes up empty. But nice job by Strout to run down the rebound and get a 3-point pass, or a pass off to Riley Heinbaugh. who hits the three. So, Jason, some big three-point shots here by the Lady Rockets, and they have their largest lead of the night.
Yeah, they've been content rotating that ball around that Greencastle zone.
Winslow's shot front of the rim won't go. Ashley True tries to save it, but the ball goes out of bounds back to the Lady Rockets.
John, they've been content rotating that ball around that Greencastle zone. Eventually, they're getting open looks. And right now, they're making them pay. They're knocking enough of them down that they've got the lead in this ball game.
And again, James Buchanan with a 5-point lead, 21-16, their largest of the night. Now Sollenberger's going to split the zone, drive to the basket and score. So 8 straight points for the Lady Rockets as they jump out to a 7-point lead, 23-16. Wilhide, her three-pointer off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by True. Greencastle with the basketball. Christ gets it back up top to Wilhide. Nice ball movement there. Rakoczewski, tough drive. She goes to the basket and is fouled.
John Sage really looking to try and get back to her shooting stroke here. If you go back a game before, Sage struggled from 3 in that game, and I think she's put up 3 here in this game and not been able to convert yet.
Rakoczewski's first free throw is up and good. That breaks an 8-0 run by the Lady Rockets. As Alyssa Blair back into the game for James Buchanan. Cass Martin also checking in. As Maggie Strout will head to the bench. Riley Heinbaugh also to the James Buchanan bench. As Rakoczewski about set to take her second free throw, and she's a little strong off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Alyssa Blair for the Rockets. Now here's Sollenberger quickly up the floor, and a foul will be called on Greencastle. Again, Sollenberger last trip up the floor for the Lady Rockets with a nice drive through the Greencastle zone. And again, the foul is on McKenna Rakoczewski for the Blue Devils, her first. And I believe it's the second team foul for Greencastle. There's a three-point shot by Blair, front of the rim, won't go. Wilhide with the rebound for Greencastle as they look to quickly push the ball up the floor. Christ comes up top to Wilhide, work it around to Rakoczewski. She's going to look to come off a screen, gets it back to Christ. Her little drive in the lane. Little layup, rims in and out, so tough break there for Lydia Christ. And the Rockets back up on the other end, trying to get it inside to Cass Martin, but Olivia Winslow is there for the steal for the Blue Devils. As Christ with the left-handed dribble, Wilhide far baseline, bounce pass to Winslow. She gets it around to Christ. Nice job there by Christ to keep that ball from going out of bounds. Now Rakoczewski zigzags through the JP defense and can't get the shot to fall. Ball is saved. As Ashley True and Cass Martin battle for the ball, and Martin ends up on the ground. She appears to be all right as she runs back down the court. So the Rockets will get the basketball on the alternating possession. Jordan Yeager back into the game for Greencastle. She replaced Olivia Winslow. Clock down to 46 seconds to go until halftime. JB with the ball in a 6-point lead. As Hannah Kimmel looks to drive the lane, she is called for the travel. So a turnover there by James Buchanan. Will give the ball back to the Blue Devils as they look to cut into this 6-point deficit. Rakoczewski with the ball, near wing three is good. So a big shot there by McKenna Rakoczewski gets the Blue Devils back to within 3. She's in double digits with 11 points in the game. And now JB with their opportunity. Clock now under 20 seconds to go until half. Myers with the basketball near wing. She's going to kick it back up top to Blair. Blair looks to go between a couple of Blue Devil players. Had her shot blocked by Christ. Greencastle with an opportunity here. Clock down to 5 seconds. Christ with the basketball, going to have to hurry. Now Yeager.
She jumped her feet.
Yeager called for the travel. And JB will get possession of the ball with 0.9 seconds left. So not a whole lot of time as Sollenberger will let one fly from about 65 feet. And that will come up short. as we are at the half here from James Buchanan. Been a good game so far, back and forth. A late JB surge here in the second half gives the Lady Rockets a 23-20 lead at the break. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem, a ton of trades. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Trucks and SUVs, check. Crossovers, check. Vehicles priced under 10 grand, check. Warranties, absolutely. Go to KeystoneFord.com, pre-owned inventory, and check them out.
At Horace Mann, we believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone 717-263-2624.
This is Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils basketball on midpennbroadcasting.com.
Welcome back to James Buchanan Senior High School. Tonight's halftime show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street. in Waynesboro. John Freeman and Jason Heilman with you here tonight. And again, Jason, we said this game had some significant implications on who will win the Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division this year. And right now, JB is taking a stand with this 23-20 lead at the half.
They have. It's a close game, still one possession. But for Greencastle, they're in the first half. We talked about it before the game. They're trying to shake off their offensive woes. How many times did we see balls that rattled around inside the cylinder? Inside opportunities, layups that rolled off the rim. Greencastle actually shooting better from beyond the three-point than they are inside there, shooting 28% from the field in general, 38% from behind three. Still looking, John, to try and get back to making the makeable shots and improving their offense.
Blue Devils led tonight by McKenna Rakicheski, already in double digits. She has 11 points, 4 points for Lydia Christ, 3 for Heidi Schottenbacher, and 2 for Olivia Winslow. On the other side, James Buchanan getting some balanced scoring from their squad. Riley Heinbaugh with 6 points, 5 points each for Carly Sollenberger, Brianna Myers, and Alyssa Blair. And Maggie Strout with 2 points in the game for the Lady Rockets. So again, Greencastle with a win this evening will clinch sole possession of the Colonial Division Championship this year. A JB win kind of muddies up the waters and opens up the possibility where we could have either a 2 or a 3 team tie for the top of the Colonial Division. Either way, the Blue Devils will be Colonial Division champions. It's just a matter of whether or not they are the sole champion or they share it with JB, Big Spring, or possibly even both. So we'll see how things play out over the next 3 to 4 days to see how that goes. We're going to take a quick break here, about 3 minutes or so until we get the second half underway. JB is back out on the court, still awaiting the return of Greencastle. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries often don't happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Brad Connor, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love, safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the Air Force. Call 717-480-7257 or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
And welcome back to James Buchanan Senior High School, just about set to get things going here in quarter number 3 of this game between Greencastle and James Buchanan. Again, the Lady Rockets with the lead at the half, 23-20 over Greencastle. John Freeman and Jason Hyman with you. Matt Rock operating the camera here on midpennbroadcasting.com as the Blue Devils will take possession of the basketball to start quarter number 3, as they will be moving away from us here in this second half. Again, the Blue Devils in the all dark blue road uniforms, JB in the home whites with green trim. Greencastle works the ball inside to Rakicheski. She can't get it to fall. Ashley True with the rebound, gets it back to Sage Wilhide. Wilhide's shot won't fall as Jordan Yeager got a hand on that offensive rebound, but the ball goes out of bounds and will go back to James Buchanan. Just underway here in the third quarter, 7:30 to go. In quarter number 3, the Rockets with the basketball and a 23-20 lead. A three-point shot by Alyssa Blair, too strong, rattles off the boards, and Blair, a nice job by Alyssa Blair to chase down that loose ball. Now Blair's going to drive to the basket and score. So nice hustle by Blair to run down the loose ball and then drive to the basket and convert, putting the Lady Rockets back up by 5, 25-20 here. 1 minute into the third quarter. Blue Devils with the basketball. Chris near wing. She's going to pull up from 16 feet. Shot back of the rim, no good. Jordan Yeager had a hand on it, but the ball goes out of bounds. And we'll go back to the Lady Rockets.
John, I think Greencastle's got to be cautious here and not pushing, not pressuring the shots. You're down 5, but there's a lot of game left. It just seems like the last couple of times it seemed like they felt compelled that they had to have that 3 to close this gap. But
Heinbaugh left alone, top of the key for 3. Shot rims in and out. Nice position on the defensive end by Ashley True as she grabs the rebound for Greencastle. And the Blue Devils again look to push the ball up the floor. Rakicheski's three-point shot too strong. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Riley Heinbaugh of James Buchanan. So the Blue Devils will keep possession of the ball, trailing by 5 here. 6:15 to go in the third quarter. Chris near wing with the basketball. She's going to dribble between the circles, go far side to Wilhide, work it inside. That's Yeager. Nice little spin move there. Shot won't fall as Maggie Stroud pulls down the rebound for the Rockets. Quickly on the other end, Heinbaugh tried to get it inside to Martin, hit a Blue Devil leg, comes free, and the ball dribbles over to Alyssa Blair, as I believe it was Ashley True tried to save it, but the ball ended up right in the hands of Blair for the easy layup. So a tough break there for the Blue Devils as Chris drives, can't get the shot to fall. Cass Martin with the defensive rebound for the Blue Devils, and she has it taken away by Christ. And a whistle and a foul, so Martin was able to pull down the rebound, held the ball, looking to get it off to a teammate, and Chris just knocked it out of her hands.
And is Cass Martin in some sort of, no, she doesn't have foul trouble. That's her second foul. But she turned and headed to the bench as soon as they called that foul, like she knew she was in foul trouble.
Martin just 2 fouls here in the early part of the third quarter, so certainly not in any type of foul trouble yet. As Greencastle inbounds the ball to Chris in the backcourt. Rakicheski far corner 3 is good. So McKenna Rakicheski doing her part to keep the Blue Devils in this game. She has 14 and gets Greencastle back to within 4. 27-23, James Buchanan with the lead. 5:14 to go here in the third quarter. And now Blair goes down the baseline. Her shot was blocked by True. And Lydia Christ comes away with the basketball for the Blue Devils. As Christ gets it to True, work it around to Sage Wilhide. Back to Rakicheski, nice ball move. Fake and a nice pass to Yeager. And Jordan Yeager is able to get the finish. Off a nice play by McKenna Rakicheski. She gave a nice ball fake to get the defender in the air, drove the paint. When JB collapsed on defense, she found Jordan Yeager wide open. And Yeager able to convert on the layup, gets the Blue Devils back to within 2. And that also forces a timeout by the James Buchanan Lady Rockets, a full 60-second timeout. And we will stay here right now. And Jason, Greencastle right now, they trail by 3 at the break. Again, starting to find a little bit of rhythm on shots. McKenna Rakicheski doing all she can to keep this team in the game. Again, with 14 points and then the nice pass there to feed Jordan Yeager.
Yeah, they missed their first 6 shots coming out the locker room here, but McKenna Rakicheski maybe got him on a roll here. She comes down, knocks down a nice 3, and then nice take off the dribble, penetrate down to the hoop, and then a nice dish off to Jordan Yeager for the 2. So maybe getting some rhythm going here and get some momentum.
Yeager with her first 2 points of the ball game. Again, gets the Blue Devils back to within 2, 27-25. JB with the lead. 4:50 to go here in the third quarter. James Buchanan with the basketball. Again, Greencastle in that full court man-to-man pressure. Just trying to slow the Rockets down the floor. They tried to lob it inside the can of Kimmel, but the ball was deflected, and Sage Wilhide comes away with it. Now here's Rakicheski to Wilhide. Wilhide for 3, side of the rim won't go. Rebound chased down by Riley Heinbaugh for the Lady Rockets. She gets it over to Carly Sollenberger. As Sollenberger will look to set the offense here for James Buchanan. Sollenberger dribbles between the circles, gets her offense set. Now she's going to drive left-handed, look to pull up. Now tries to go back. Ball was deflected by Rakicheski. Hannah Kimmel chased it down for James Buchanan. And now again, the Lady Rockets patient on offense here. Clock under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. JB with the basketball and a 27-25 lead. Now there's a 3-point shot by Sollenberger, won't fall. As Jordan Yeager runs down the rebound, then she has the ball knocked loose, but is able to track it down and get it over to Lydia Christ. Again, the Blue Devils inside, ball fake by True, her shot won't fall. Jordan Yeager had a shot at it, but the rebound comes to Riley Heinbaugh. And again, JB quickly down the floor. Blair for 3, front of the rim won't go. Offensive rebound by Heinbaugh. Her turnaround jumper won't go as the ball goes out of bounds and is last touched by James Buchanan. And another substitution for the Blue Devils. Lauren Poole into the game for Greencastle. She'll replace Jordan Yeager.
John, I think this might be,
and
great
a great
steal.
steal by Blair. She got a hand on the inbounds pass, was able to balance herself, not fall out of bounds, turn and make a pass to a teammate. So a great defensive play there by Blair. That's the second great hustle play we've seen from her. As Blair tries to drive into the paint, Lauren Poole ties her up, and a held ball is the call. So Greencastle will get possession.
No.
Or JB will get possession, excuse me.
They're going to keep possession. That'll flip the arrow. A couple nice plays here in the last 30 seconds.
Little bounce pass into Maggie Strout underneath. And Strout does a nice job to convert, scoring over a couple of Blue Devils. Strout puts JB back up by 4, 29-25. Down to 2:45 to go here in the quarter. 3-point shot by Chris from the near far corner comes up short. Nice offensive rebound by Rakicheski. Now she's going to drive the paint, gets it over to Sage Wilhide. Her 3-point shot won't fall. Scramble underneath for the basketball as Maggie Strout comes away with it. Now gets it off to Sollenberger. Sollenberger gets it between the circles to Alyssa Blair. Now inside to Strout, who was left alone. Oh, and Strout unable to convert. As I think the Greencastle zone, Jason, just kind of forgot about Maggie Strout. She was unable to convert on the layup, but she was fouled. So she will get the opportunity here for 2 free throws.
Yeah, and John, I hate to say it, but I think Sage Wilhide's shooting woes may be affecting her on the defensive end. And, coach is going to take her off the floor. Head down, I think she let her mind wander because she missed another shot down there. And down here, I think she forgot about her player that she was to be guarding.
Strout goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. And on the miss on the second shot, the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Greencastle. So JB will maintain possession with a 5-point lead here. 30-25, James Buchanan with the lead. Clock approaching 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. JB with the basketball. That's Brianna Myers. She gets it near side to Sollenberger. Sollenberger guarded by Lydia Christ. Now a little pass to Sollenberger. She's in traffic, can't get the layup to fall. Ball comes loose as Rakicheski comes away with it. She's going to hustle down the court, take it all the way. Unable to get the finish as a scramble on the floor for the basketball. And the held ball will go back, or will be maintained by Greencastle. So the Blue Devils will keep possession of the ball as Olivia Winslow checks into the game for Greencastle. She will replace Lauren Poole. Now here's Schausenbacher with the basketball, gets it back to Rakicheski. And I think they may get Greencastle on an illegal screen.
Yeah. Heidi.
And I think they're going to say that's on Heidi Schausenbacher, which will be her first foul of the game, team second. So again, Greencastle with an opportunity there to cut into this JB 5-point lead as they turn the ball over on the offensive foul. And the Lady Rockets with 90 seconds to go here in the third quarter and a 5-point lead with the basketball, and a pass goes off the hand of Myers out of bounds. And Jason, Greencastle shaking things up here defensively. Greencastle went man-to-man on that possession.
Yeah, given the Lady Rockets different looks, different trips down the floor.
Greencastle able to inbound the ball there just before the 5-second count.
That's going to be.
There's a pass that goes past Lydia Christ.
Oh.
And they're going to call that a backcourt violation on the Blue Devils. Chris did a nice job. She waited.
Yeah.
I think she was hoping the James Buchanan player would touch it.
She almost baited her into that. That was Alyssa Blair given pursuit there. That was a nice play by Chris. Yeah, she stepped on the line.
And they'll call there. They're going to say that number 31, Brianna Myers, stepped on the baseline on that inbounds pass. So again, a break for the Blue Devils as they get the ball back. And now JB with some full court pressure. And if Greencastle can get the ball up the court, they have numbers. Mad scramble for the ball as Ashley True and Carly Sollenberger scramble for the loose ball on the floor. And James Buchanan will get possession on the held ball. They're going to lob it into Sollenberger. She's going to dribble between the circles, reset the Rocket offense. Again, Greencastle in man-to-man pressure here as the clock ticks under 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Inside pass to Stroud. Tough little left-handed turnaround, won't go. Offensive rebound by Brianna Myers as she tries to get it back to Blair, but Sollenberger is there to pick up the loose ball. And JB will reset the offense down to 35 seconds to go. And a whistle and a foul away from the ball will be called on James Buchanan. So a team control foul called on JB away from the ball. As Sage Wilhide back into the game for Greencastle. She replaces Heidi Schausenbacher. And the foul was called on Alyssa Blair, her first. Each team with 2 team fouls here in this second half. And a conversation between the officials, not sure what that was about. But we will be set to get things back to action here. Riley Heinbaugh checks into the game for JB. She replaces Sollenberger, or excuse me, she replaced Myers as Greencastle with the basketball. Clock under 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Blue Devils down by 5. Wilhide lobs it inside. Nice pass to True. And Ashley True is able to knock down the shot off the glass. Gets Greencastle back to within 3. 30-27, JB with the lead. Clock now down to 12 seconds. Lady Rockets looking for one final shot here in this quarter. Kimball with the ball, gets it to Heinbaugh, down to 5. Runner in the lane for Heinbaugh, side of the rim won't go. True comes down with the board, and Lydia Christ will just dribble out the third quarter. And we're exactly where we were, Jason, after the half. A 3-point JB lead at the half remains a 3-point James Buchanan lead after 3. 8 minutes of basketball to go in regulation. The Lady Rockets with a 30-27 lead over Greencastle. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and thesportspage.blog.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, But where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the Air Force. Call 717-480-7257 or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060.
Back to action here, fourth quarter underway from James Buchanan, Greencastle, and JB doing battle here. James Buchanan with a 30-27 lead in this one. Again, a Greencastle win gives them sole possession of the Colonial Division Championship. Nice shot there by Lydia Christ from three, ties it at 30. So Christ with the quick basket starting the fourth quarter gets this game back even at 30. Again, a James Buchanan win here will mean Greencastle would have to share, or could possibly have to share, the Colonial Division Championship with either JB or Big Spring, depending on how the rest of the week works out. So again, a big game for the Blue Devils here. Just a win will make life so much easier for them. And now a travel called on Hannah Kimmel. So a good start here in the fourth quarter for the Blue Devils, Jason. The quick three-pointer from Chris to tie it, and then the JB turnover.
Yeah, that's just exactly what the doctor ordered. Get almost a steal. Another by Alyssa Blair. I got to give Blair a lot of credit. She has really been hustling in this game and come up with some really key plays.
Yeah, if James Buchanan had a defensive MVP in this game, it would definitely be Alyssa Blair so far.
She's working on it. Yep.
Almost with a steal there for Blair. She gets Wilhide with the ball. Chris now again, same shot she hit from earlier, comes up just short. Loose ball on the floor. Chris comes away with it for Greencastle. So the Blue Devils with another opportunity here to take the lead in a game tied 30 apiece, 6:50 to go in regulation. Wilhide with the basketball. She comes off a screen, now goes far side to Christ. Christ is going to dribble back between the circles, work it around the perimeter. Schossenbacher gets it into Winslow, and Winslow tried to get it back to Wilhide, but a steal by Heinbaugh. And Riley Heinbaugh with a difficult shot going away from the basket. And over Schossenbacher, who is in good defensive position. Now here's a steal inside to Kimmel. So 4 quick points for the Lady Rockets.
And was that Alyssa Blair that got that steal, John?
I couldn't tell.
I believe it was.
Kind of right in front of the entrance here. With people coming and going, it can be kind of tough to see sometimes.
Well, that was Alyssa Blair, I believe, jumped that pass, that inbounds pass by the Blue Devils.
But 4 consecutive points by James Buchanan gives the Lady Rockets a 34-30 lead as Greencastle head coach Mike Ryan calls timeout. As he wants to settle his team back, James Buchanan with that full court pressure here on the Blue Devils, disrupting the Greencastle offensive flow. So I think head coach Mike Ryan wants to settle his troops down, maybe set up a play where they can try and get the ball through. This full court pressure of James Buchanan. Greencastle is able to get the ball into Rakicheski. She's double teamed, tries to go through the double team, gets it to True. Now they break the press. Christ is going to go nice pass to Winslow, but Sollenberger was there to deflect that pass. Greencastle is able to get the ball back.
Nice recovery D there by the Lady Rockets.
Now Christ, a long two-pointer won't go. Rebounded by Hannah Kimmel for the Rockets. Now up ahead, Heinbaugh's ahead of the field, gets it back to Blair. Blair's two-point shot front of the rim won't go. Rakicheski with the rebound for the Blue Devils. Now she's going to work it over to Winslow, or excuse me, to Wilhide. Now Christ for 3 is good. So a big three-point basket there by Lydia Christ gets the Blue Devils back to within 1. 34-33, JB with the lead, 5:30 to go in regulation. And a travel is going to be called on Blair. She was looking to get the ball across to Riley Heinbaugh, but she hesitated just a bit, and that caused that back foot to drag, which prompted the travel call. So in a 1-point game like this in the fourth quarter, Jason, all possessions so precious.
They are, and that's 3 turnovers for the Lady Rockets here in the fourth quarter.
Christ runs into trouble in the backcourt, but is able to get it up to Wilhide. As Greencastle in the offensive zone, Rakicheski far wing, thought about a 3. Now is going to get it back to Christ. Christ over to Wilhide. Wilhide dribbles between the circles, back to Christ. Near wing 3, rims in and out. Ball was deflected by Strout, and a foul will be called underneath.
I think it's going to be on Maggie Strout. Yep. Push.
Looked like she was in position, but they're going to say she pushed prior to that.
Ashley True had her boxed out. True went up for the rebound.
Just the third team foul of the half for James Buchanan. Greencastle with 2. Long shot there by Winslow. Comes up empty. As JB with the rebound, quickly attacking on the other end. Blair gets it over to Heinbaugh. Heinbaugh, nice pass inside to Kimmel. Kimmel's shot won't fall, but she is fouled. So Hannah Kimmel will go to the line here to shoot 2 free throws. As the Lady Rockets look to extend their 1-point lead, Kimmel's first free throw a little strong. The foul down there was called on Ashley True, her first, team's 3rd. So Kimmel with another opportunity here for a free throw. Can't get it to fall. And Olivia Winslow unable to come away with the rebound as the ball goes out of bounds. And James Buchanan will take possession of the basketball to try and get it inside to Strout, but Rakicheski was there to deflect it, and Sage Wilhide comes up with the loose ball. Greencastle with the ball. Wilhide near wing 3 won't go. True is there for the rebound and follows. So hustling Ashley True able to get the offensive rebound and the follow, and puts the Blue Devils back up by 1, 35-34, 4:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Almost a steal by Rakicheski, but she cannot keep her foot in bounds. And a timeout will be called by James Buchanan, a 60-second timeout. We're going to take a break. Hang on, folks. We got ourselves a great one here. 4:16 to go in the fourth quarter. James Buchanan with a 35-34 lead. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Welcome back to James Buchanan Senior High School. 4:16 to go, fourth quarter. We got a good one here, folks. JB with a 35-34 lead over Greencastle. Once again, a game with significant impact on who will win the Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division this year. Greencastle with a win will wrap up sole possession. Even with a loss, the Blue Devils can do no worse than share the division crown. And again, a win here by JB would put them in a position where they could earn themselves a share of the Colonial Division crown. And also Big Spring hanging in there too. So still a whole lot of basketball to be played in these last 4 days of the regular season.
John, a great job here by Ashley True. Now we're going to get a foul. I believe it's on JB, so they're going to turn the ball over. But Ashley True made a nice job there. She tied up the ball coming inside, and she's reversed that possession error now in favor of Greencastle.
So the Blue Devils will inbound the ball. Chris, they get it off to True. Now Rakicheski's going to try and break the press by herself, and she does that. Nice pass to Winslow, but Winslow can't control it. And JB's Hannah Kimmel comes away with the loose ball and gets it off to Sollenberger. Sollenberger to Blair. Blair tries to lob it into Strout. She's triple teamed, was tied up, got it back, and then a pass to Alyssa Blair just grazes her fingertips and goes out of bounds. So big turnover there by James Buchanan.
The 6th here in the 4th quarter, John. As this game's winding down, John, fouls 4 for the Lady Rockets, and there's going to be 5, and 3 for Greencastle. Still a long way from going to that bonus, but maybe the Rockets are going to turn up the defense here, and if you foul, so be it. You're getting close to that bonus, to the 1-on-1.
Foul there by Alyssa Blair. That's the team's 5th, her 2nd. So again, Greencastle inching closer to the bonus here as the clock ticks under 3:30 to go.
Ooh.
Tried to get it inside to Lauren Poole. She was tangled up with Hannah Kimmel. And I believe a foul will be called on Hannah Kimmel.
All right. So as soon as I bring it up, quickly they rack it up to 6. So the next foul, Greencastle will be in the 1-on-1.
Greencastle tries to inbound the ball to Wilhite. She almost lost it. Rakicheski comes away with the loose basketball. 3:20 to go, 4th quarter. Blue Devils trailing it. Or excuse me, Blue Devils leading it 35-34. Big three-pointer on the way for Christ. In and out won't go. True with the offensive board and the finish. So Ashley True.
2 big boards and putbacks, John.
4 points for True here in the 4th quarter as she puts the Blue Devils up by 3. And a foul called on the other end on the Blue Devils. And that will be the 4th team foul on Greencastle, just the 2nd personal foul on Rakicheski. So again, Greencastle will be in the bonus on the next James Buchanan foul. Now here's Heinbaugh, tries to whip it inside to Strout, too hard for her. And Christ comes away with the basketball for Greencastle. Blue Devils with the ball in a 3-point lead, 2:45 to go here in the 4th quarter. Chris going to drive the lane. A tough floater won't go.
Maybe too quick of a shot there, John. Might want to see them use some clock.
Nice ball movement there by the Rockets. Stroud unable to convert. Rebound comes to Blair. She can't get it to fall. And a foul's going to be called on Maggie Stroud. As
That's going to be 1-on-1.
Yes, it will. Stroud was being boxed out by True. Stroud tried to tip the ball, and she'll be called for the push. And that will send Ashley True to the line to shoot 1-and-1 here for the Blue Devils.
Important shot here, John. Make this a 2-possession ball game.
First free throw on the way by Ashley True is good. And again, that puts the Blue Devils up 38-34.
True coming up with 5 points here in the 4th quarter. Big points.
Second shot on the way. The bonus is also good. So Ashley True coming through in the clutch for the Blue Devils. She has 6 points in this 4th quarter. Gives Greencastle their biggest lead of the night, 39-34. And the Lady Rockets find themselves in a position where they need a basket in a hurry and some stops on the defensive end. Now here's Sollenberger with the basketball. Gets it off to Heinbaugh. Heinbaugh, nice pass to Kimmel. Kimmel inside with the nice layup. So the Lady Rockets in desperate need of points as Hannah Kimmel comes through. And then Sollenberger takes it away from Wilhide. So again, we said JB needed baskets and stops. Sollenberger for the lead. Comes up short on the, or shooting to tie it, comes up short on the 3 as the ball goes out of bounds. And Greencastle will get the ball back. They get the ball inbound to Chris. She's going to be trapped near the sideline, in trouble.
Yeah, timeout. Coach got a timeout.
Mike Ron knew his player was in a world of trouble, and he quickly called timeout.
He saw her walking right into that trap.
So a full 60-second timeout called by Mike Ryan. Blue Devils with the lead, 39-36, under 2 minutes to go in this one. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on midpennbroadcasting.com and thesportspage.blog.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Welcome back to James Buchanan Senior High School. 1 minute, 42 seconds to go in regulation. Greencastle with the basketball in a 39-36 lead over the James Buchanan Lady Rockets. Greencastle trail by 3 entering the fourth quarter. They've outscored James Buchanan 12-6 here in this fourth quarter so far. And the Blue Devils again with the basketball, looking to maybe run a little bit of time here. Force James Buchanan to foul. Greencastle is in the bonus, so any foul by James Buchanan will send Greencastle to the line.
I'm surprised they're letting this much time run off the clock.
And again, Greencastle spreading the floor here. Crisp with the basketball, gets it to Rakicheski. And there's contact along the sideline, and a foul will be called on James Buchanan. And that will send Rakicheski to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1, and a timeout called by James Buchanan. Full 60-second timeout. We'll be right back after this. Final 1 minute, 14 seconds to go in this one. Greencastle with a 39-36 lead, looking to clinch a Colonial Division championship. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on midpennbroadcasting.com and thesportspage.blog.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
And welcome back to James Buchanan Senior High School. Final 1 minute and 14 seconds of this one. Greencastle with a 3-point lead, 39-36 over James Buchanan. Again, a win by the Blue Devils tonight will clinch sole possession of the 2018-2019 Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division Championship, as McKenna Rakicheski unable to convert on the 1-and-1. And a big defensive rebound there by Maggie Stroud for the Rockets. JB still within one possession here, trailing by 3. Clock ticking down to 1 minute to go here in the fourth quarter. Sollenberger with the basketball, tries to come off a screen, now tried to lob it inside to Stroud, was deflected. Sollenberger got it back, then had her shot blocked. I believe it was Olivia Winslow that blocked that shot, as Greencastle comes away with possession of the ball, and James Buchanan with no other choice but to foul.
And Sage Wilhide comes away with the ball, and she's immediately fouled, so Sage is going to go to the line here for another big one-on-one opportunity. Or is this, no, yeah, one-on-one opportunity.
Should still be 1-and-1. Yep. Foul was on Riley Heinbaugh of James Buchanan, her 4th. And again, Greencastle unable to convert on 1-and-1s. That's 2 consecutive 1-and-1 front ends they've missed. And James Buchanan still in this ball game.
Good foul.
As Sollenberger looks to drive and is fouled. Only the 5th team foul for Greencastle.
You have fouls to give, and you see that there's a good opportunity. That's not a bad foul to commit.
3rd foul on Rakicheski. Clock down to 42 seconds. JB trailing by 3. Greencastle in man-to-man defense. They want to avoid giving up a 3. Nice pass inside to Kimmel. Her shot won't fall. Ball's loose on the floor, and they're going to call that a jump ball, and that will go back to the Blue Devils.
John, you remember a few minutes ago I indicated Ashley True made a great play here, getting that arrow reversed. Right there's the value of that reversal. Tied up ball here on the floor late in the game, just a few seconds left. Just got possession back for your ball
So
team.
Greencastle will get the ball back. James Buchanan calling a 30-second timeout. And actually, Jason, I think Greencastle might have caught a break there. I'm not sure who the Blue Devil player was that tied it up, but really it didn't look like the Blue Devil player had any of the ball, but had a lot of arm of the James Buchanan player. So Greencastle fortunate there not to be called for the foul.
Yeah. Sage Wilhide hit the floor there, and she actually reached in and really, like you said, didn't have a whole lot of ball.
Had a lot more arm than she did ball.
Basketball.
But again, a break for the Blue Devils as the held ball is declared.
But interestingly enough, two officials on the floor both put their thumbs in the air.
Right. 30.5 seconds to go. Greencastle, 2 opportunities here in this last 30 seconds to extend the lead, but coming up on the short end of 1-and-1s. Now they inbound the ball to Christ, and she is immediately fouled. And I think she might have taken a hand to the face, and she wasn't real happy with that.
She's got to be careful flipping the ball. Don't want to take a technical in a tight situation like this. And this will be 2 foul shots for her. So
10th team foul by James Buchanan does put Greencastle in the double bonus. So again, takes a little bit of the pressure off Chris. She knows she has 2 opportunities here. And again, unable to hit the first, so Greencastle
got to come away with a point here, John.
With a 3-point lead, has missed their last 3 free throws. And Christ is able to convert there, and that's a big one, Jason. It gives Greencastle a 4-point lead, which means JB has 2 possessions where they need to try and get this lead back, and Mike Ryan will call timeout. A full 60-second timeout. We're going to take a break, be right back. The final 27 seconds of this one. Greencastle hanging on, 40-36. They lead James Buchanan. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com and thesportspage.blog.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Introducing the New For You sales event.
Welcome back to James Buchanan Senior High School. Greencastle and James Buchanan girls varsity action here. It's been a good one. Greencastle with a 40-36 lead. Lydia Christ knocking down a very important free throw for the Blue Devils right there to give Greencastle the 4-point lead. And now James Buchanan will have 28.4 seconds to try and do something. They're probably not, now, Jason, they may be at the point they may need to get a 3 here. I think not quite enough time where they can just try and get a quick 2. They're going to need a 3 here.
And Greencastle, with only 5 team fouls, has 1 to give here, so they can be aggressive on the defensive end.
And that's exactly what they got. They set Heinbaugh up for 3. Her shot won't fall. And again, another scramble on the floor. Held ball. James Buchanan will keep possession. But the clock now down to 15.8 seconds, Jason. And I think right now Greencastle's best friend here is this clock in the James Buchanan gym. And the Rockets need to get a 3-point off. They run a play for Heinbaugh. Her 3 is going to go off the front of the rim, no good. Blair's going to get the follow and score. And a timeout will be called by James Buchanan. So the Lady Rockets with the basket get it to 2. Greencastle leading at 40-38. But the Blue Devils will have the ball, clock down to 5 seconds to go as James Buchanan calls a 30-second timeout. And once again, Greencastle with a 9-2 record in the Colonial Division. A win tonight will wrap up the Colonial Division Championship for Greencastle and will send them into next week's Mid-Penn Conference tournament. A loss by the Blue Devils will assure Greencastle no worse than a tie for the division. But certainly Greencastle would like to wrap things up right here, as now they just need to get an inbounds. Jason, get the ball in play and probably have to make at least 1 free throw.
Yeah. Take care of the ball here, no turnover.
And try and
make foul shots.
Try and run down this final 5.6 seconds. Sage Wilhide will try and get the ball inbounds for the Blue Devils. She's running out of time. She does get it into Rakocheski, who's immediately fouled, and that's a mistake there by Blair, and I think that's going to cost JB the game. I think they got her for a technical foul, Jason. I think he did. I'm pretty sure he called a foul. He made the T signal. We'll see if he follows through on it. But he called Blair for the foul. Blair kind of threw Rakicheski.
She twisted her, yeah.
And then the official, he did give the he gave the signal with his hands. We'll see if they stick with it. There's the foul, and there's the technical foul.
Yeah.
So it'll be 4 free throws for Greencastle and the ball. So Alyssa Blair, emotions coming to the forefront there, as she is called for the foul initially, and then the extracurricular activities led to the technical foul.
And she's had a heck of a game. Alyssa Blair has done all the intangibles in this game, hustled, made great steals. She's got the team high 11 points for the Rockets. She's just been doing everything you'd want on the floor, and
so now Rakicheski will go to the line. She will have 4 free throws, 2 on the double bonus, and then 2 for the technical foul. And Greencastle will get the ball. She knocks down the first. If she can knock down 1 of the next 3, Greencastle will wrap up the game, as JB is out of timeouts. Rakicheski hits the second, and that will basically sew up the Colonial Division crown for Greencastle, as Rakicheski will get 2 more opportunities here. Can't convert on the third. She'll get 1 more, and then Greencastle will inbound the ball.
And most likely end up back on the foul line.
Most likely.
One more time. At least one more time.
Rakicheski able to convert there, so she hits 3 of the 4 foul shot opportunities. And for all intents and purposes, that will send Greencastle to the Colonial Division Championship and a trip to next week's Mid-Penn Conference Championship Tournament.
And you know, another thing I didn't realize, that fouled Alyssa Blair out of this ball game, John. So really committing 2 fouls in one play put her on the bench.
Yeah, the technical foul does count as a foul, as one of your 5 towards fouling out.
Yeah.
So the hold was foul number 4, and then the technical was foul number 5. As Greencastle coach Mike Ryan calls a full 60-second timeout, I think he just wants to make sure his players, maybe give everybody a chance to calm down, let his players know that really there's really nothing they can do here to lose this game.
Right.
Because even if they would give the ball to James Buchanan and the Rockets would score, Greencastle wouldn't even have to touch the ball and the clock would run out because JB's out of timeouts.
Right. On a made hoop, the clock would just run.
Right. So even if JB would score, the clock would just run down to 0. As Rakicheski looks to inbound the ball, she gets it inbound to Wilhide, and Wilhide just going to dribble out the final 4 seconds, and Greencastle will come away with a hard-fought 43-38 victory over James Buchanan. And again, the win pushes Greencastle to 10-2 in the Colonial Division and earns them a Colonial Division championship for the 2018-2019 season. So congratulations to head coach Mike Ryan and his team, as Greencastle will wrap up the regular season on Thursday with a non-conference game against Camp Hill. And then after that, that'll wrap up the regular season. And then after that, the Blue Devils will head off to postseason. First stop in there will be the Mid-Penn Conference Tournament next week at a time and location to be determined. And also the win tonight, Jason, should put the Blue Devils in an outstanding spot for a district playoff berth. Greencastle coming into the game as the number 14 team in District 3. The win here should solidify that position, and even if the Blue Devils would happen to lose Thursday, I would still think they've earned enough power points to earn a spot in the district championship. We're going to take a break and be back with the post-game show. We still have another game to go. Blue Devil boys and James Buchanan boys to finish up the evening. We're going to take a break and be back with the post-game show. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, MidPennBroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem, a ton of trades. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Introducing the New For You sales event. Right now, over 100 pre-owned vehicles, prices slashed, and great values. Go to KeystoneFord.com, pre-owned inventory, and check them out.
When it comes to choosing a venue and caterer for your special day, choose Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering to ensure your event is perfect in every way. Free tastings are available prior to planning your celebration, and you'll reap the benefits of 25 years of experience from our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Your perfect venue for weddings, banquets, receptions, birthdays, and corporate events. Blue Heron is constantly upgrading facilities to better serve our community. Check out our great Google reviews. Phone 717-830-2261. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, 407 South Washington Street, Greencastle.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries often don't happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Brad Connor, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love, safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the Air Force. Call 717-480-7257 or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Antrim Diesel is ready to serve all your diesel needs. We provide everything from state inspections to complete repair of diesel-powered vehicles. We offer repairs for commercial trucks, industrial passenger cars, agriculture, marine, and light trucks. Richard Price and his staff have been providing quality service, competitive pricing, and valued customer care for over 25 years. Antrim Diesel, 47 Commerce Avenue, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-7963.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
At Horace Mann, we believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Welcome back to James Buchanan Senior High School. We are between games here, between the girls varsity and boys varsity doubleheader. Greencastle girls with a 43-38 win over James Buchanan in the first game. We just had the opportunity to see the James Buchanan Senior Night activities as the Rocket Athletic Program honors their senior boys basketball players, girls basketball players, and also their senior cheerleaders. And we are going to be getting set here for game number 4, actually, of the game. We started things off with the girls junior varsity, followed up with boys junior varsity. We just brought you the girls varsity game between JB and Greencastle, and we're just about set to wrap things up here with the boys varsity matchup between Greencastle and James Buchanan. Again, the Blue Devil girls wrapping up sole possession of the 2018-2019 Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division Championship with the 43-38 win over James Buchanan. McKenna Rakicheski with 17 points in the win for the Blue Devils this evening. Lydia Christ also in double digits. She had 11. Ashley True with 8 points in the game, and 6 of those coming in the fourth quarter at a time when the game was still in the balance. And True coming through for the Blue Devils with multiple offensive rebounds and putbacks to help the Blue Devils to the victory this evening. 3 points coming off the bench for Heidi Schazenbacher, 2 points for Olivia Winslow, and also 2 points for Jordan Yeager. For the James Buchanan Lady Rockets, Alyssa Blair, high scorer for JB. She had 11 points and also did an outstanding job on the defensive end for the Lady Rockets with multiple deflections and steals for JB. 8 points tonight for Riley Heinbaugh, 5 points each for Maggie Strout, Brianna Myers, and Carly Sollenberger, and 4 points all coming in the fourth quarter for Hannah Kimmel. So we've played 3 games. We're getting set for game number 4 as the senior night festivities have concluded here at James Buchanan. Both boys teams are on the floor, and we will be getting things underway here in about 15 minutes, tipping off the nightcap. We should get the final game of the evening underway shortly before 8 o'clock, and we're going to take a break, and we will be back with the pregame show for the boys game. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Underwear. To kids, it's a funny word. Underinsured. To grown-ups, not so funny. While they're both about coverage, most people don't know they're probably underinsured. And it makes sense. They tried to save a few bucks, pressed a few buttons, and click, bing, boom, a policy. But at Erie Insurance, our policies can be tailored to meet your needs, like our guaranteed replacement cost coverage. So if the worst happens, you can rebuild your entire home, no matter what it costs. It's the coverage a grown-up like you deserves, at fair prices that often beat the other guys. Talk to Erie about what's right for exactly where you are in life, not over or under where you are. And yes, I just said underwear again.
Your local Erie agent is Antrim Insurance Agency, 717-593-0500.
Guaranteed replacement costs subject to conditions and limitations. Go to erieinsurance.com/Erie Secure Home or talk to your Erie agent for more information.
Erie Insurance. Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. As a community bank based right here in South Central PA, F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. From fast mobile banking to saving reliably for retirement, F&M Trust really partners with you to help keep your life in sync. That's banking done your way. That's F&M Trust. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries don't always happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Michael Day, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem, a ton of trades. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Introducing the New For You sales event. Right now, over 100 pre-owned vehicles, prices slashed, and great values. Go to KeystoneFord.com, pre-owned inventory, and check them out.
Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountympa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
And welcome back to James Buchanan Senior High School, getting set for game number 4 here, which will be the boys' varsity matchup between the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils and the James Buchanan Rockets. This will be the 3rd time these two schools have met up this year. Greencastle currently 2-0 against the Rockets. Greencastle defeating James Buchanan back on December 8th in the Franklin County Tip-Off Tournament by a score of 37-34. Blue Devils also victorious in Mid-Penn Colonial Division play as they defeated the Rockets in Greencastle by a score of 61-43. John Freeman and Jason Heilman with you here. We just watched the Greencastle girls wrap up the Colonial Division Championship with a 43-38 victory over the JB girls. Greencastle boys come into tonight's game with a record of 4 wins and 16 losses. Greencastle 1-10 in the Colonial as they play their final Colonial Division game this evening. The Blue Devils are currently number 25 in the PIAA District 3 5A Power Rankings. Last time out, the Blue Devils dropped a 52-42 decision last night at home against New Oxford. JB comes into the game also with a record of 4 wins and 16 losses. The Rockets with 1 win in the Colonial Division. And Jason, interestingly enough, that win in the division for JB came against Big Spring. Back on January 15th, the Rockets defeated Big Spring by a score of 52-47. And if you remember, Big Spring this year has defeated Greencastle by 20 and 26 points. So an impressive performance by the Rockets in that game.
Yeah, John, and the Rockets are a basketball team to me that, you know, even over the years, and this team's no different, it doesn't matter what their record is, they come to play. And you can bet that what you're going to get is a tough, hard-fought, physical basketball game. And that's why I think that the James Buchanan basketball team has got the ability to beat you if you don't come prepared to play. Now, for Greencastle, they beat JB last time out at Greencastle with one of their best shooting performances of the season. And in what I think is likely, arguably, the most complete offensive game they've played all season. While we've seen some spurts of positive offensive play, I think the night that they played James Buchanan, and I had said it during the broadcast that night, I was hoping that that was going to turn the corner for them on the season because they just looked so much better, so fluid. So being here in their gymnasium, I think Greencastle is going to have to nearly duplicate one of their best efforts to come away, and it's always difficult to sweep a team 3 games. Right?
And that is exactly what Greencastle will be looking to do tonight. The first time these two schools played in the tip-off tournament, Greencastle was a back-and-forth game, and Greencastle's Jason Freeman hitting a late 3 to put the Blue Devils ahead and give Greencastle the lead and the victory. And as Jason said, the second matchup on January 11th, JB started out strong, had an early 4-point lead, but Greencastle was able to battle back, take control of that game early, and roll to an 18-point victory over the Rockets. So JB here looking for revenge on senior night as they take on the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the starting lineups. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the Air Force. Call 717-480-7257 or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
Antrim Diesel is ready to serve all your diesel needs. We provide everything from state inspections to complete repair of diesel-powered vehicles. We offer repairs for commercial trucks, industrial passenger cars, agriculture, marine, and light trucks. Richard Price and his staff have been providing quality service, competitive pricing, and valued customer care for over 25 years. Antrim Diesel, 47 Commerce Avenue, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-7963.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider. Always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
When it comes to choosing a venue and caterer for your special day, choose Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering to ensure your event is perfect in every way. Free tastings are available prior to planning your celebration, and you'll reap the benefits of 25 years of experience from our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Your perfect venue for weddings, banquets, receptions, birthdays, and corporate events. Blue Heron is constantly upgrading facilities to better serve our community. Check out our great Google reviews. Phone 717-830-2261. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, 407 South Washington Street, Greencastle.
Welcome back to James Buchanan Senior High School, as we are just about set to get the final game underway here this evening. The Greencastle Antrim boys varsity taking on James Buchanan. The two teams have completed their warm-ups, and we're just about set for the starting lineups to be announced here to a packed house at James Buchanan. With the starting lineups for you listening on Mid-Penn Broadcasting, here's Jason Heilman.
Okay, starting out with the James Buchanan Rockets, we got 0, Owen Stoner. Number 2, Caden Stoner. Number 10, Dan Corcoran. Number 40, Colton Hartman. And number 42, Noah Wise. For our Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils, we got number 5, Jason Freeman. Number 13, Josh Anderson. Number 23, Thomas Lewis. Number 30, Zach Cole. And for the second game in a row, number 34, Nick Echo gets the start.
As the 5 starters being announced for both teams here in Greencastle. The Blue Devils coached by Rick Lewis, James Buchanan coached by Larry Strott. And again, it's senior night here in James Buchanan. Before the game, or before the boys game, they announced all the senior boys basketball players, girls basketball players, and also the senior cheerleaders. So a big night here in Mercersburg at the James Buchanan Senior High School. And Jason, a very nice, I will say this, a very nice crowd. It's Greencastle and James Buchanan, two teams that maybe haven't had the season they were hoping to have, but hats off to both teams' fan bases as they've packed the gym tonight here for this game.
They have, and like I mentioned it before, it never quite seems to matter what the records are of these teams. Somehow they always meet in the middle. And so kind of expecting another hard-fought, probably close ball game there.
We're going to take a break and honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And we are just about set to get things going here from James Buchanan. John Freeman, Jason Heilman with you on midpennbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog. Both teams have been announced. The 10 players are entering the court right now. JB, the home team, will be wearing the white uniforms with the green trim. The Blue Devils, your road team this evening, wearing the dark blue road uniforms with the gold and white trim. Josh Anderson will jump center against Noah Wise. And we were just seconds away from getting this final game of the evening underway. The Rockets and the Blue Devils, and we are underway here from James Buchanan. Greencastle winning the tip as Josh Anderson deflects it straight back to Thomas Lewis. Blue Devils with the basketball. And we see JB's defensive strategy early. They're going to face guard Jason Freeman with Caden Stoner and try and take Freeman out of the offensive flow for Greencastle. Something we've seen a lot this season. Freeman drives, gets it off to Anderson. Now Anderson works it back to Zach Cole, far corner. Cole looks to drive, pulls up, short jumper, won't fall. Anderson keeps it alive, but Owen Stoner runs down the loose ball for the Rockets. Just underway from James Buchanan, 40 seconds into this one. No score between Greencastle and James Buchanan. Blue Devils starting out the game in a 2-3 zone. Caden Stoner with the basketball over to his brother Owen. Now Owen's going to go far side to number 10, and that's Dan Corcoran. Corcoran looks to go inside, nothing there. He'll work it back to Owen Stoner. Now Corcoran again with the basketball. JB very patient here as they look to try and solve this Greencastle zone. And Colton Hartman, I think, had his heel in the paint, and he is called for the 3-second violation. So the Rockets turn the ball over to Greencastle. 6:47 to go here in the first quarter. JB and Greencastle scoreless. Now here's Anderson, goes between a couple of Rockets, and he's able to get the ball off the glass and good. So a nice move there by Josh Anderson in traffic. Gives the Blue Devils a 2-0 lead. And now Greencastle switches up defense. They're going to press and almost had a trap on the sideline, but the Rockets are able to get free. Now Stoner tries to go inside to Hartman. Ball's off a Blue Devil player. Owen Stoner gets it back and knocks down the short jumper. And we are tied at 2. Lewis with the basketball. He looks to penetrate, tried to get it to Anderson. Zach Cole was able to save it, but now on the other end, reverse layup there by Noah Wise won't fall. Hartman's follow won't go. But Colton Hartman gets a second opportunity, and he doesn't miss that time as JB jumps out to a 4-2 lead here. Now here's Freeman with the ball in all sorts of traffic, and he's going to be fouled on his way to the basket. And I believe the foul will be on Dan Corcoran. That will be his first, team's first, and the first foul of the game as Freeman inbounds the ball to Thomas Lewis. Lewis dribbles between the circles, goes far side to Echo. Echo looks to drive, tough shot there, too strong, comes up empty. And the rebound by Owen Stoner. Rockets with the basketball and a 4-2 lead, 5:25 to go in the first quarter. Owen Stoner tried to get it inside to Wise. He lost it. Jason Freeman knocked it free, but Corcoran comes up with the loose ball. Now Corcoran, a little bit of an off balance, out of control shot won't fall as Freeman pulls down the rebound for Greencastle. He looks to run the floor. Now he pulls up, looks for a cutter, had the ball knocked away, but Nick Echo is there. Now Echo gives up his dribble in the corner, not the place you want to be, and he's in all sorts of trouble, but is able to get it away to Zach Cole. And again, Jason, Greencastle needs to stay away from those corners.
Yeah, I can hear Rick Lewis from here. Get out of that corner.
Now here's Echo with the basketball, gets it to Anderson. Anderson looks to drive in traffic, shot off the glass, won't fall. And Colton Hartman with the rebound for the Rockets as JB looks to push the ball the other way. Rockets up 4-2, clock to 4:30 here in the first quarter. 3-point shot on the way by Owen Stoner won't fall. Rebound pulled down, Caden Stoner missing that. Nick Echo with the rebound for the Blue Devils. Now here's Freeman with the basketball for JB. He goes near corner to Lewis. Lewis is going to dribble out, work it up top to Nick Echo. Echo high post to Anderson, back to Freeman for three. Didn't really get his feet set and comes up short. And the rebound by Colton Hartman, as Hartman gets it off to Owen Stoner. Now Stoner, 15-foot jumper is good. So back-to-back buckets for Owen Stoner. And he puts the Rockets out to a 6-2 lead here at the 3:45 mark of the first quarter. Lewis pass over to Cole. Cole thought about a three, now drives in. His 15-footer is good. So nice shot there by Zach Cole as he uses a ball fake to create space and knock down the jumper. Gets the Blue Devils back to within two, 6-4.
And the Blue Devils starting to trap there a little bit right at midcourt.
Rockets with the basketball. Owen Stoner looked to penetrate, now pulls it back out. Goes near side to Caden Stoner, back to Owen. Stoner's going to survey the Blue Devil zone here. As he resets his offense, they go inside to Corcoran now for three. His shot won't fall. Freeman pulls down the rebound for Greencastle as he looks to push the ball up the court. Now goes far side to Zach Cole. And a whistle and a foul will be called, I believe, on Noah Wise. And Wise will be called for the hit on the arm. And at the 2:53 mark of the first quarter, substitutions. Kobe Jones-Green, Taylor Noblet into the game for Greencastle, and Cyrus Maldonado and Rylan Good into the game for James Buchanan.
James Buchanan breaks that all-senior lineup that they put out there here for senior night.
Now Maldonado will take over the job of face guarding Jason Freeman on defense. And the pass there to Noblet goes out of bounds. Turnover back to the Rockets.
Noblet went one way, Thomas Lewis threw the ball the other way.
So turnover by the Blue Devils. Ball goes back to the Rockets as Cyrus Maldonado brings it across the timeline. He looks to penetrate, kicks it out to Good. Good can shoot that three-point shot. Can't get it to fall that time. Nice rebound by Jones-Green for the Blue Devils. Up ahead to Cole. Nice bounce pass inside to Kobe. Jones-Green can't get the shot to fall. And then Kobe deflects the ball out of bounds, so the Rockets will get possession back. JB with a 6-4 lead, 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Again, Greencastle picking up pressure in the back court. There's a deflection, almost a steal. Now they find Caden Stoner breaking underneath. Thomas Lewis didn't see him. And the pass to Caden Stoner is good. And the Rockets go back up by 4.
Nice.
Now here's Freeman in traffic, shot up. And we had a whistle, and I'm not sure what the call was.
You're going to call physical contact on Freeman's drive down here on the baseline.
Okay, it was called on the other side of the floor.
Odd place for the call to come from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it was NBA, that shot would have counted, John.
So the foul will be on Cyrus Maldonado. That's the third team foul for James Buchanan. None so far for Greencastle. As the ball's deflected on the inbounds play off the hand of Dan Corcoran. And the Blue Devils will keep possession. Clock under 2 minutes to go here in the quarter. Now Freeman tries to go around Maldonado, and Maldonado will be called for the hand check. So again, another foul called on the Rockets.
Quickly, the Rockets have racked up 4 team fouls.
Freeman's going to get the ball into the back court to Taylor Noblet. Noblet's going to go far corner to Echo. Echo looks to drive, cut off there by Corcoran. Bounce pass inside to Kobe Jones-Green. He has his shot blocked from behind by Colton Hartman. As the Rockets with the ball in a 4-point lead, looking for more here. Clock down to 90 seconds. Caden Stoner left alone at the foul line. Shot won't fall. Ethan Miller comes away with a loose ball for the Blue Devils as Taylor Noblet looks to push the ball down the far side. Now he goes to Echo. Echo looks to penetrate, throws one up, can't get it to fall. And Colton Hartman pulls down the rebound for the Rockets. And again, JB quickly up the floor. Rylan Good with the ball. He tried to pass. Freeman deflected it, but JB keeps possession. Now Corcoran, top of the key, goes far side to Maldonado. Maldonado back to Corcoran. They're going to try and work it around now. Caden Stoner, quick three, front of the rim.
Nope.
Hit the support and will be ruled as out of bounds. So the Blue Devils will get the ball as James Buchanan with more substitutions. Justin Hissong and Owen Stoner back into the game for James Buchanan. As they get the ball to Freeman as he comes down the court.
They're going to call a charge.
Tried to go around the Rocket defender. He kind of brushed him on the side. And a nice job there by the Rocket defender to fall to the ground, draw the charge.
He sold it. You know. He sold it. It was one of those borderline. It could have went either way.
So the first team foul on the Blue Devils. And now a long pass down the floor to Caden Stoner. Gets it over to Hissong. Hissong to the basket. He can't convert, but he's fouled. And that will send Justin Hissong to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Blue Devil foul on Nick Echo, his first, team's second. So Hissong able to convert on the first free throw. He'll get a second opportunity here, and he's able to convert on that one. So 2 points in the game for Justin Hissong. He gives the Rockets their biggest lead of the game, 10-4, as the clock clicks down to 30 seconds. And Noblet lost the ball, but fortunately it hit a Rocket going out of bounds, and Greencastle will keep possession. Again, Greencastle getting trapped along that sideline. Almost paying for it. Now Freeman left alone, shot rims in and out. Miller keeps it alive. Echo runs it down, does a nice job to get it to Noblet, who is fouled. So a nice play there by Ethan Miller, hustling to keep that ball alive. Nick Echo grabbed it on the sideline. And the foul called on Justin Hissong. And that'll be the 5th team foul for the Rockets.
Plenty of time, 15 seconds.
Blue Devils with the ball, clock ticking down towards 10 seconds. Noblet whips it across to Echo. Echo for 3, maybe rushing that shot a little soon. JB gets the rebound. And Dan Carrington is fouled. And again, Jason, to commit a foul on that spot of the court with 2 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Maybe not a good decision there by the Blue Devils.
Not the best foul.
So JB will get an opportunity here. Long 3-pointer is blocked by Miller. And JB defensively face guarding Jason Freeman with multiple players here in this first quarter, taking the Blue Devils' leading scorer out of the game. And JB rolls out to a 10-4 lead here after 1 quarter.
And John, this JB defense is not disappointed. It's been high energy, physical defense. I said it before, they're just so consistent. I mean, you're going to play this basketball team. That's what you're going to be faced with. The Greencastle is going to have to, answer it, come up with some shots here. Only taking 2 threes in that first quarter, not making either one of them, only with a couple of field goals. But they're going to have to turn on the shooting percentage here in the second quarter.
JB with a 10-4 lead after the first quarter. As both teams head back out onto the floor to start quarter number 2. Greencastle will start the quarter with Thomas Lewis, Taylor Noblet, Nick Echo, Kobe Jones-Green, and Ethan Miller. The Rockets will counter with Owen Stoner, Caden Stoner, Justin Hissong, Rylan Good, and number 22, Dan Carrington. So the Rockets will take possession to open up the second quarter with the 6-point lead. Owen Stoner with the basketball goes to Caden Stoner, inside to Carrington. Little jump hook there by Carrington is good, as he was able to find some space inside and knock down the shot. And the Rockets out to their biggest lead of the game, 12-4. Now here's Echo with the basketball, tried to force it inside, ball stolen by Hissong. And Justin Hissong goes over to Good, now to Caden Stoner. Corner 3 comes up empty as Nick Echo pulls down the rebound for the Blue Devils, and Echo's going to bring the ball up the court himself and give it off to Lewis for three is good. So a big basket there by Thomas Lewis as he ends a long scoring drought for Greencastle and gets the Blue Devils back to within 5. Now on the other end, Rylan Good misses from 3. Ball goes out of bounds. Caden Stoner unable to save it.
They're going to say he stepped on the line as he was trying to save it.
And Greencastle will get the ball back as Jason Freeman and Josh Anderson check back in. Colton Hartman and Dan Corcoran will also come back in for the Rockets. So the Blue Devils trailed by as many as 8, but the Thomas Lewis 3 on the last possession gets it back to 5. And JB with a 12-7 lead here, 6:50 to go in the second quarter. Now here's Freeman pulling up, short jumper is good. So Jason Freeman's able to find some space on the court and knock down the short jumper, gets the Blue Devils back to within 3. Then Noblet almost with the steal. Now Freeman with the steal. And again, he's going to pull up from 15 and score. So again, Jason, the defensive pressure by Greencastle turns into offensive points.
Yeah, turn it around quick here with quick 7 points here.
7 straight points for the Blue Devils. They get it back to 1, 12-11. JB with the lead, 6:15 to go in the second quarter. Good, looks to drive, takes one step too many, and he will be called for the travel. So a turnover by the Rockets will give the ball back to Greencastle as the Blue Devils look to take the lead here. I think, Jason, would that be their first lead of the game?
I was just going to say that. It would be the first time in the game.
Now Lewis in trouble, gets it off to Anderson, back to Noblet. Noblet looks to penetrate left hand in traffic, puts up the shot. Can't get it to fall, but he is fouled by, I believe it was Dan Corcoran, who will be called for the block. And again, or no, I take that back. That will be on Caden Stoner, his second. And more importantly, Jason, that's the 6th team foul on JB. So Greencastle on their next free throw will go into the bonus.
Yeah, with 6 minutes to play here in half, Greencastle be shooting.
And Larry Stroud is upset, and I think he has a point, Jason. He doesn't think the foul was on Caden Stoner. I don't think it was either. It looked to me like Corcoran was the one that committed the block, but they gave it to Caden Stoner.
And coach is taking an issue with it because he doesn't want 2 on one of his key players.
And I think Larry has a good point because I don't think Stoner committed that foul, but Nick Echo with a great job on the offensive boards to get that rebound and put back, giving the Blue Devils their first lead of the game, 13-12. Quick three-pointer on the other end by Caden Stoner comes up empty, and the rebound by Noblet as he gets it off to Lewis. Now Noblet thought about a 3, gets it off to Freeman. His three-pointer comes up empty as the ball rolls out of bounds.
I think the last 3 threes shot by both teams haven't hit anything, have they?
I think you may be right. I think we've had 3 straight air balls here.
Air in this gymnasium or something.
I think they keep opening the door and the wind shifts.
Just something, not playing the wind.
Ball back to the Rockets as they break the Blue Devil press. Justin Hissong with the ball, bounce pass inside. That's Noah Wise, gets it back to Stoner. His 3, a little too strong, but Stoner able to get the rebound. Owen Stoner's follow won't go. Ball kept alive. Hartman has it. And Hartman uses his body to create some space and is fouled. So Colton Hartman will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. He has 2 points in the game, and he is unable to hit the first shot. Ethan Miller will check back into the game for Greencastle. He'll replace Nick Echo. As Hartman at the 5:08 mark of the second quarter looks to tie it at 13. And he is unable to do that. And Ethan Miller, nice job to come away with the rebound. And Rick Lewis will call timeout for the Blue Devils. It will be a 60-second timeout. And with that, we'll take a break. 5:03 to go until halftime. Greencastle trailed early but has rallied back to take a 13-12 lead over James Buchanan You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpenbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
And we are back here at James Buchanan Senior High School, 5:03 to go in the second quarter. The Blue Devils with the basketball and a 1-point lead, 13-12 over James Buchanan. JB led by 8 here in the second quarter. Greencastle's run off 9 straight points to take the lead. Now Lewis left alone for 3. He had one earlier. Can't get that to fall as Colton Hartman clears the boards for the Rockets, as JB with the basketball and a chance here to take the lead. They go far side. Justin Hissong back up top to Owen Stoner. Stoner eyes up a 3 but gets it back to Hissong. Hissong drives baseline. Tough little reverse layup is good. So Justin Hissong with 4 points in the game puts the Rockets back up by 1. Now Anderson, a 15-footer, won't go. Miller hustles to get the offensive rebound, and Anderson tried to save it. Now Caden Stoner on the other end. Jason Freeman knocked it loose.
And that's not a foul call, is it?
No foul.
It's just out of bounds.
Just good defense. Freeman hustling back. Looked like Caden Stoner was going to have an uncontested layup. But Freeman able to get back there, knock the ball from Stoner's hand and prevent the basket. JB will keep possession of the ball, leading 14-13, 4 minutes to go here until halftime. Stoner inside the Wise. Wise going to pull up from the foul line and score. So Noah Wise with his first 2 points of the game puts the Rockets back up by 3. 16-13, JB with the lead. Now here's Lewis. He looks to drive. Gets it off to Freeman. Freeman guarded by Caden Stoner. He's going to kick it over all the way across to Noblet. His 3-point shot comes up short. Ethan Miller with the rebound for the Blue Devils. Gets it back to Lewis. 17-footer is good. So Thomas Lewis with his 5th point of the night. And they put the score up on the wrong side. It's actually 16-15. And now they'll get it corrected. I looked up and was a little confused there.
Yeah, I was too. That's a big lead for JB.
Hissong left alone, can't convert. Noah Wise was able to come down with the rebound. However, he steps out of bounds. And the ball will go back to the Blue Devils as Dan Carrington checks back into the game for James Buchanan. He'll replace Colton Hartman. 3:09 to go until half here at James Buchanan. The Rockets with a 16-15 lead over Greencastle. Jason Freeman with the ball near side, gets it off to Miller. Miller looks to drive, contact on the way, shot won't go, but a foul will be called on the Rockets. And Ethan Miller will head to the line to shoot 2. Miller shooting 66% from the free throw line this season. Miller with an opportunity to put the Blue Devils back in the lead and unable to convert on the first. That goes in and out.
Greencastle's 0 for 3 tonight, John. That's uncharacteristic. They're usually half decent.
Second opportunity from the line is good. So Ethan Miller, 1 of 2 from the line, gets the Blue Devils back into a 16-16 tie here. 2:53 to go until halftime. Rockets with the basketball quickly on the other end. Shot won't fall. Jason Freeman gets it up ahead to Lewis. Lewis does a nice job to save it to Noblet. Now Noblet's going to penetrate, kick it off to Cole. 8-footer, can't get it to fall. And a rebound there by Caden Stoner as the Blue Devils with a nice opportunity there to take back the lead. And now the Rockets with the basketball. Justin Hissong skip pass over to Caden Stoner. He goes back to Owen Stoner. Now bounce pass inside to Carrington. Another little hook shot by Carrington. That one won't fall. And Miller with the rebound for the Blue Devils. He gives it off to Jason Freeman. Freeman looks to drive in traffic, is fouled, and he will go to the line. So
John,
again, Greencastle doing a nice job taking the ball to the basket, drawing fouls.
Yeah, and neither team coming out of their defense that they started this game with. James Buchanan staying in the man. Greencastle staying in their zone.
And Jason Freeman from the line, he converts on the first. And that will give the Blue Devils a 17-16 lead. As JT English into the game for the Blue Devils, he'll replace Taylor Noblet. As Freeman with an opportunity to give the Blue Devils the lead, and he does just that. So Jason Freeman 2 for 2 from the line. He has 6 points in the game. Puts the Blue Devils back up on top, 18-16. Clock ticking down to 2 minutes to go until halftime here at James Buchanan. Rockets with the basketball. Can take the lead on a 3, can tie it with a 2. Here's Owen Stoner. He goes far side to Hissong. Hissong for the lead, comes up short. Kobe Jones-Green deflected it. Owen Stoner's there. He can't get the shot. Another offensive board by the Rockets. And then Rylan Good will be fouled. And I believe Zach Cole will be the guilty party for the Blue Devils. Just the 15th foul for Greencastle, though, Jason. So
yeah. One more to give before you'd send them to the line.
Inbound pass to Rylan Good. Good goes near side. Caden Stoner back to Good. Again, JB going to work the ball around the perimeter against this Greencastle 2-3 zone. Now they look to go Hissong, swinging around to Owen Stoner. He thought about a drive. Now he's going to dribble over to his left and now bring the ball back between the circles as James Buchanan head coach Larry Strott wants a timeout. And that will be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it right here.
He doesn't like what his offense was looking at with that 2-3 Greencastle zone. He wants to point out to his players, you have an opportunity here to move that ball in and out of that zone. A point I think he's making pretty clearly at this point.
James Buchanan so far this game led by Owen Stoner and Justin Hissong, both with 4 points in the game. Greencastle leading scorer so far this afternoon, Jason Freeman, he has 6. Thomas Lewis right behind him with 5. So the Rockets out of the timeout will inbound the ball, trailing by 2. Clock down to 1:15 to go until half. Now Caden Stoner tries to penetrate. JT English had it and just kind of turned and threw the ball back towards half court as the ball goes out of bounds, and the Rockets will keep possession. They'll get the ball into Hissong. Greencastle in a man-to-man defense here. As JB changes up the offense, Greencastle matches up, changing the defense.
Not a bad idea after Coach Straight called that timeout.
Owen Stoner tries to go to the basket strong, can't get the shot to fall. Echo comes up with it. And wow, they're going to call a travel on that. Echo was hit by multiple players and knocked to the ground, and they called it a travel. So Jason, these officials working their second varsity game of the night. These three still all worked the girls' game. And they had the mental error calling a wrong foul down here on James Buchanan.
It's not only the call, it was the manner in which it was called, John. The whistle blew when the contact was made with Echo, and then he hit the ground, and when he meant to make the sub, then he rolled the travel.
So the Rockets get the ball back, trailing by 2. They tried to get the ball over to Hissong. He couldn't control it, goes out of bounds, and Greencastle will get it back. And Thomas Lewis back into the game for Greencastle. He'll replace Ethan Miller. And I think Lewis, Jason, with the only 3-point shot for Greencastle here tonight. The Blue Devils 1 for 6 from beyond the arc.
The only 3-point shot here in the gymnasium in the boys' game.
Clock under 20 seconds. Greencastle looks like they will be willing to settle for one final shot. Jason Freeman comes off a screen, gets it back to Lewis. Lewis works it around to JT English for three. Back of the rim won't go. Echo got a hand on it. Ball went out of bounds. And again, Jason, Greencastle maybe rushing that last shot. Now they give JB the ball back with 6 seconds.
Yeah, needed to run more time off the clock there.
So again, JB with an opportunity here. And that'll count by Caden Stoner if it goes off the back of the rim, no good. And we will go to halftime here with the Blue Devils holding on to an 18-16 lead. 16 minutes of basketball have been completed. We are at the half. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem, a ton of trades. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Trucks and SUVs, check. Crossovers, check. Vehicles priced under 10 grand, check. Warranties, absolutely. Go to KeystoneFord.com, pre-owned inventory, and check them out.
At Horace Mann, we believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone 717-263-2624.
This is Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils basketball on midpennbroadcasting.com.
And welcome back to James Buchanan Senior High School. We are at the half here with the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devil boys and the James Buchanan boys. The Blue Devils holding an 18-16 lead over JB. At the halfway mark of this one, Greencastle so far in this game led by Jason Freeman. He has 6 points in the game, all of those coming in the second quarter. Thomas Lewis with 5, and all 5 of his points coming in the second quarter. 2 points each tonight for Josh Anderson, Zach Cole, and Nick Echo, and Ethan Miller with 1 point. The Blue Devils scoring just 4 points in this first quarter. Jason rallying for 14 in the second to take the 18-16 lead.
Yeah, they heated up on shooting. They shot 45% for that second quarter, 5 for 11, even though they only went 1 for 5 from behind 3. Neither team being able to shoot the 3 very well. They're a combined 1 for 17 here in this game. Between them and James Buchanan.
Blue Devils outscoring the Rockets 14-6 in that second quarter. JB tonight so far led by Owen Stoner. He has 4 points. Also Justin Hissong with 4, and 2 points each tonight for Caden Stoner, Colton Hartman, Noah Wise, and Dan Carrington. So both teams struggling to find offense here in the first half. Just 34 combined points scored in the game so far. And again, the Blue Devils turning up the offense in the second quarter, outscoring the Rockets 14-6 to take the 18-16 lead at the half. We're going to take one last break, and we will be back with the start of quarter number 3. You're listening to Blue Devil basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the Air Force. Call 717-480-7257 or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
When it comes to choosing a venue and caterer for your special day, choose Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering to ensure your event is perfect in every way. Free tastings are available prior to planning your celebration, and you'll reap the benefits of 25 years of experience from our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Your perfect venue for weddings, banquets, receptions, birthdays, and corporate events. Blue Heron is constantly upgrading facilities to better serve our community. Check out our great Google reviews. Phone 717-830-2261. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, 407 South Washington Street, Greencastle. Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Back to action here in quarter number 3. Greencastle and James Buchanan, the Blue Devils, with the basketball to start things off here in the third quarter, and an 18-16 lead. John Freeman, Jason Hyman with you, and Cyrus Maldonado comes up with the big steal for the Blue Devils, or for the Rockets, and then he is immediately fouled by Josh Anderson. So nice play there by Maldonado, opportunistic play. Saw the ball kind of hanging out there, and he just took it right away from Anderson.
And not a bad foul by Anderson. Maldonado would have been off to the races. He would have had a layup.
There's Hissong strong to the basket. He can't get the shot to fall. Last touched, I believe, by Caden Stoner of James Buchanan. And the ball will be back in possession of the Blue Devils. Just underway here in the third quarter, 7:30 to go. No score in the third quarter. Blue Devils still with an 18-17 lead. Here's Anderson with the basketball in traffic, has to try and avoid a travel, and he is fouled. So Anderson pivoting on that pivot foot, Jason, did a nice job not to travel.
He did.
And then is fouled by Justin Hissong. Both teams with 1 foul here in this third quarter. Now here's Anderson. He goes far side to Cole. Bounce pass back to Anderson, work it up top to Lewis. Lewis looks to penetrate now. Nice feed to Jason Freeman, but Freeman cut off on the baseline. Freeman with a 15-footer on from the baseline. Shot won't fall. Rebounded by number 10, Dan Corcoran, for the Rockets. So both teams trying to find that offensive stroke.
Ooh.
And a break there for the Rockets as Justin Hissong driving the paint threw the ball out of bounds, but a foul was called on Josh Anderson.
That's his second here in the second half.
So 2 quick fouls for Anderson here in this third quarter. Still has only 2 in the game as the Rockets with the basketball trailing by 2. That's Justin Hissong, far wing, back up top to Maldonado. Greencastle back in the 2-3 zone. We saw some man for Greencastle. Now Corcoran is left alone, Jason, and I think that's the 3rd shot he's hit. No, it's only his first. Okay, yeah. I'm thinking Noah Wise.
Yeah.
Noah Wise had a couple of shots like that.
Like that.
They leave that high post player alone, and he's able to convert. Now Freeman into a couple of Rocket players, tried to get rid of it and threw it out of bounds.
Miscommunication. He was driving the lane. He saw Echo set up in the far corner for a 3, but as he started to go, Echo started to break for the hoop, and the ball went where he was.
Oh, and there's another foul on Josh Anderson. That's his 3rd, and he knows. I think he knows what he did as soon as he committed that. He started walking right towards the bench. So Anderson picks up 3 fouls here in the first minute 49 of the third quarter. And he will take a seat as Kobe Jones-Green into the game for the Blue Devils. So Josh Anderson in some early foul trouble here in the third quarter as the Rockets with the basketball tied at 18.
Oh.
As Caden Stoner makes the shot and is fouled.
I was just going to say, he's not, that. The referee changed his call to a hit. I think he was originally calling the fact that Nick wrapped his arm around his waist as he started to drive.
I say the whistle came before the shot, or right as the shot took place. So I was kind of surprised that they counted the basket. Yeah, I mean, the whistle and the shot were almost simultaneous. Now here's the Blue Devils down 3. Lewis comes up short on the 3-point shot. As Greencastle hurrying a bit on offense here, trying to create things that just maybe aren't there. And now the Rockets throw the ball away. So Maldonado tried to get it up ahead to Caden Stoner, threw it way over his head. So some sloppy play here by both teams in this third quarter with turnovers and missed shots. Rockets have scored the first 5 points of the quarter, and Echo will be called for the charge. Good defensive positioning there by the Rockets. And now Greencastle with 5 fouls here. And Taylor Noblet will check into the game for Nick Echo. And that was...
Yeah, and there you go. I was going to say they put the foul up for Kobe Jones-Green.
And that's Echo's 3rd foul, so he'll leave the game. And now the Blue Devils with 2 of their big players in foul trouble. 3 fouls each here early in the third quarter. Caden Stoner, 3-pointer in front of us is good. And the Rockets with 8 straight points to start this third quarter have jumped out to a 24-18 lead over Greencastle.
And 6 of them coming from Caden Stoner.
Now Freeman again double teamed. Every time he touches the ball, he looks right in the eyes of a double team. Now Kobe Jones-Green, tough little turnaround, rims in and out, won't fall. And Jones, nice defense there. As JB might have had the numbers advantage as Maldonado looked to get the ball up the floor, but Kobe got a hand on that pass. And that will force the Rockets to reset here. 4:45 to go third quarter. JB again scoring the first 8 points of this third quarter. They lead at 24-18 over Greencastle. And Caden Stoner with the hot hand knocks down another 3. Puts the Rockets back up by 9. And now Noblet tries to penetrate, gets it to Lewis. His shot won't fall. And again, the Blue Devils seem to have a habit of committing those fouls 94 or 84 feet away from their own basket. And those really aren't smart fouls.
Yep. And just that fast, they're up to 16 fouls. You got a lot of second half basketball to play, and JB's going to be shooting.
We still have 12 minutes to go in the half, and again, JB will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Now the Rockets with the ball in their biggest lead of the game by 9. Greencastle still has not scored here in this third quarter. And JB wisely is going to spread the floor and try and run some time off the clock. And Greencastle in the zone.
No, they're going to switch to man.
Yeah, you have no choice but to go man-to-man in that situation.
Yeah, you're down 9.
Stoner, why not? He's feeling it. Can't get the shot to fall. Hissong does a nice job to get in front of Thomas Lewis. Almost had the offensive board, forced Lewis to just tip the ball out of bounds. So Hissong with good positioning there. As the Rockets inbound the ball, again, Greencastle drops back. Well, they are going man-to-man here. As Maldonado with the ball, he tries to go around Miller. Tough shot there. Hartman got the rebound. He couldn't get the make. Now Kobe Jones-Green with the ball. He gives it off to Jason Freeman. Blue Devils in desperate need of a bucket here. Freeman gets it inside to Jones. His off-balance shot won't fall, and again, the Blue Devils get a break as Corcoran and Hartman both going for the ball at the same time. And they knock the ball out of bounds, and the Blue Devils get a gift, and they'll get the ball back. Freeman's going to inbound it into the backcourt to Noblet, and Hissong is just going to shield Noblet and then be fouled. So we're definitely seeing a James Buchanan team playing with much more intensity than this Blue Devil team.
Yeah, and 4th Greencastle turnover here in this second half.
And the 7th team foul also. And again, JB on a 12-0 run to start this third quarter. And the way Greencastle's offense has been, Jason, an 11-point deficit may be tough to overcome.
Yeah, exactly.
For a team that's only scored 18 points through 2.5 quarters. And there's a bad pass by English, but nice job by Noblet to get it back. As English goes to Miller, 17-footer by Miller is good. So Ethan Miller with 2 huge points for the Blue Devils. Greencastle goes more than 5 minutes here in this third quarter before they get their first basket. As the Rockets with the ball was deflected. JB does get it back. Hissong open 3, front of the rim, no good. Goes through the hands of a Blue Devil player. Now Caden Stoner with his shot won't go. Hartman able to run down the rebound for the Rockets. So JB with 2 offensive boards here. And they'll get a third opportunity here to score points. Not the smartest pass in the world across. Jason Freeman able to get a hand on it, but he's unable to control it as it goes out of bounds, and the Rockets will keep possession. Clock ticking down to 2 minutes and 10 seconds. JB with a 29-20 lead here in this third quarter. Again, the Rockets outscoring Greencastle 13-2 so far. And Greencastle again in the man-to-man defense. Hissong thought about a 3, now drives inside. Tough shot off balance. And again, another foul by Greencastle. And again, the Blue Devils just being out hustled by the Rockets here in this third quarter.
Yep, playing with much more emotion. Hissong 2 for 2 on his last trip.
And he nails that one. Puts the Rockets back up by 10, 30-20. At the 1:54 mark of the third quarter. And make it, oh, he can't get that to fall as JT English is able to run down the rebound for Greencastle. And again, the Blue Devils down by 10 in desperate need of a basket. Noblet's going to fire up a shot and be fouled. Just the second foul of the third quarter for the Rockets. Greencastle already with 8. So Taylor Noblet will go to the line to shoot 2. Noblet's first attempt is up and good. And that's his first point of the ball game. As more substitutions for the Rockets. Owen Stoner back into the game. Noblet will get a second opportunity here from the free throw line, and he is able to convert. Noah Wise also into the game for James Buchanan. Thomas Lewis checks back in for Greencastle. As 2 free throws for Noblet gets the Blue Devils back to within 8. And now Greencastle's going to try that full court pressure as they work it inside to Wise, and Wise does a nice job on the ball fake to draw the foul. And that will put JB into the double bonus. It was a shooting foul, so Wise will shoot 2, but the rest of the way, Jason, JB will be shooting 2 free throws every time they're fouled.
Yeah, and JB never did shoot a true one-on-one. Every one of those fouls, John, was shooting fouls.
As Wise converts on that one, JB 5 for 6 from the free throw line here in the third quarter. Wise looks to make it a 10-point game once again, and he does that. So JB with a nice job hitting free throws here in this third quarter, and that's not a good sign for the Blue Devils if they want to try and get back into this game. Now here's Freeman, gets it off to Miller. Miller's going to be bumped on the way to the basket by Wise. And the shot won't go, but Ethan Miller will go back to the line.
Yeah, and John, Greencastle's going to have to get hot here on offense for the remainder of this game. As you said, that low-scoring game. They only got 22 points almost through 3 quarters. 10-point deficit. They're just going to have to completely change the way they've been playing ball here.
As Miller knocks down the first, gets the Blue Devils back to within 9. And again, Jason, it's going to be Greencastle's going to have to start knocking down shots, and more importantly, they're going to need stops on the defensive end.
Yep.
Miller unable to convert on the line, but JT English is able to take the ball away. Now Lewis gets it inside to Freeman on a nice pass from Thomas Lewis. Lewis spotted Jason Freeman breaking down the lane. And the Lewis to Freeman combination leads to 2 points for the Blue Devils. Now Adam Root almost with a steal. Ball is loose on the floor. And again, that's just a case right there. I'm not sure he had possession, but they gave him the timeout.
They gave him a timeout?
Well, It was borderline possession, but I tell you what, though, Jason, you had 2 Rocket players diving on the floor while the Greencastle player stood there and tried to pick it up.
But by the same token, if you're going to rule possession, how's it not traveling?
Well,
because they were rolling and sliding on the floor. So if you're going to rule they possessed the basketball, then they traveled.
Yeah, but isn't the rule on that you have to establish a pivot foot first?
I've seen it's a point on the floor. I've seen players turn on their back and roll from side to side and be called for a travel.
So the Rockets will be granted the timeout and will keep possession of the ball. And again, give JB credit. They had 2 players diving on the floor for that. And again, the Rockets look to maybe slow things down here, forcing Greencastle to go man-to-man defense. Corcoran looks to drive on Miller, can't get it to fall. Wise with the offensive rebound and the follow. So James Buchanan, without their big man Colton Hartman in there, able to control the offensive boards as Freeman's shot is blocked. And the Rockets with the ball, and Maldonado's just going to dribble around, waste some time. And JB's going to try and hold for one here.
Good straight, yeah, once the last shot.
And that looks exactly like what they're going to do. They'll probably let the clock run down to about 8 seconds, 7 or 8 seconds, then they'll start their play. Clock now under 10. And that's exactly what they do, down to 6. Maldonado looks to drive, pulls up for the jumper, won't go. And again, no excuse there by Greencastle, Jason. No excuse to allow that offensive rebound in that situation.
Yep.
That's just poor defense by the Blue Devils.
Absolutely.
JB dominated that third quarter, and quite frankly, they earned it.
Yep. Who did come up with the final shot? Who was the putback?
I think that was Corcoran that had or it was either Corcoran or Wise, I'm not sure. But either way, nobody blocking out and the easy putback for the Rockets.
It was the same thing the previous possession. Wise did the exact same thing. He was standing on the opposite side of the hoop, gets the open rebound, puts it right back up.
So after 3 quarters, all James Buchanan, the Rockets trailed by 2 at the break. 18-16, James Buchanan with 20 points in that third quarter as they outscore the Blue Devils 20-7. And JB well in command of this one. They lead at 36-25 as we head to the fourth quarter. And again, JB just willing themselves here in that third quarter. Just flat out outworking the Blue Devils for that entire 8 minutes.
John, they came out of the locker room inspired, energetic, team energy. Every James Buchanan player is helping each other up off the floor. They're clapping, they're applauding.
Diving for loose balls, offensive rebounds. Yep. So the Blue Devils have to go back to work here. They have to try and erase an 11-point deficit here as of the start of the fourth quarter. Again, JB with 20 points in that third quarter as they take control of this basketball game. Wise with the jumper is good. And JB continues the offensive onslaught here in this second half. Their biggest lead of the night, they lead it by 13. Now here's Freeman with the basketball, goes far side to English. Now Miller. Miller looks to drive, cut off, gets it back to English. Now Lewis, he has an opening, drives in the paint, puts up a shot and is fouled. Unable to get the shot to fall, but Thomas Lewis will go to the line to shoot 2. So again, Jason, we talk about it all the time when you're trailing. If you can get those points on the board with the scoreboard, with the clock stopped, it can be an advantage. Now the Blue Devils just have to take advantage of it. And Lewis unable to get the first free throw to fall. As Greencastle trailing by 13, Lewis' second attempt is up and good. And that gets it back to 12. And the Blue Devils now full court press, trying to create a turnover here. Trying to create something to change the momentum as Adam Root almost with the steal. As Root able to get a hand on that, the ball does go out of bounds. And the Rockets will keep possession. Oh, and a bad pass there by Corcoran as the Blue Devils get the ball back. Lewis with the basketball. He's going to go far side. English is open for three. He can hit from there. Too strong. Freeman with the rebound in traffic. And an offensive foul called on Jason Freeman. And the Blue Devils catching absolutely zero breaks here in this second half.
Yep.
That's their 12th foul. It is a player control foul, so no free throws will be shot. JB with just 4 fouls in this second half. And the Rockets with the basketball. And again, Greencastle forced to go man-to-man, try and create a turnover here. Corcoran with the basketball, guarded by Jason Freeman. Corcoran looks to drive, gets it off to Wise, back to Corcoran. And again, the Rockets with the clock as their best friend here, down to 6:40 to go in the ball game. Working around to Hissong, far side. Hissong, and again, he's just more than happy just to pull the ball back out, run a little bit more clock. Now Caden Stoner off to Hissong. Hissong's three-point shot too strong, and Corcoran will be called for going over the back.
Yeah.
As Lewis did do a nice job there on the box out, having good possession and forced Corcoran to come over the top and draw the foul. And we're going to have a substitution as Nick Echo will come into the game for Ethan Miller. And again, the Blue Devils running out of time here, down 12 with 6:20 to go in the ball game. Blue Devils needing a basket here on this possession. Echo goes inside to Root, back to Lewis. Open look for three is good. So a big basket there for the Blue Devils, gets the deficit back to within single digits.
Just what the doctor ordered at the right time. And a nice job there by moving that ball inside and then back out. Thomas Lewis, nice shot in rhythm.
And again, the Blue Devils had been 1 of 10 from beyond the arc prior to that shot. And they're going to have to knock down some threes here if they're going to get back into this game. 60-second timeout called by Rick Lewis. 38-29, JB with the lead. We'll be right back. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and thesportspage.blog.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Nice.
Back to action here, 6:05 to go. Fourth quarter, Greencastle with a steal. Now here's Adam Root with the basketball, gets it off to English. English looks to drive, little runner down the lane is up and good. So again, exactly what the Blue Devils needed, a defensive stop and a basket. And Greencastle with 5 straight points has it back to within 7. And I think that ball might have been going out of bounds off JB, but Adam Root got a hand on it.
I was just going to say the same thing, John. I think Adam Root might have been better served letting the JB player try to play that.
So the Rockets will get the ball back. 5:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. They lead by 7. And again, the Blue Devils in a position where they're going to have to chase. Caden Stoner with a big three-point shot.
And he's been hot, John.
Again, maybe not the ideal shot selection given the lead, but it worked. Now here's English out of control with the left-handed reverse layup. Can't get it to fall. And now the Blue Devils chasing. They're going to look possibly to foul. Now JB on the other end with numbers. And Stoner has his shot blocked by Adam Root. So nice defensive play there by Adam Root to get that block, but the Rockets will keep possession as they inbound the ball to Hissong. And English knocked the ball loose. I think he was hit in the face.
Yeah.
And they're going to call a foul on Caden Stoner.
Yep.
And Larry Strout not happy with that call, as he thought Stoner was fouled first. But the Blue Devils will get the basketball, trailing by 10. Clock ticking down to 5 minutes to go in the game. Lewis looks to drive, kicks it out to English. Now English is going to drive. Little runner, can't get that to fall. So JT English coming up empty on his last 2 shots. And the Rockets get the ball back, leading by 10.
Both right at the rim, John. Both excellent opportunities.
And now again, JB in a position where they're going to just try and run some time as Corcoran runs into Adam Root and draws the foul.
Actually, John, I'm a little surprised that they aren't trying to possess that basketball a little bit more. Actually, really pushing the offense a little bit for having a 10-point lead.
And considering how well they've handled the ball, yeah, you are right about that. But again, it works out.
Yeah.
As Corcoran hits the first. And again, Greencastle really unable to make a sustained run so far to get back in this. They did get it to 9 at one point. Or actually got it to 7 at one point.
Got back down to 7.
Second free throw unsuccessful. Jason Freeman with the rebound for Greencastle. He goes far side to Lewis, back to Root. Root looks to penetrate. Now Noblet with the ball. He dribbles, loses his dribble, gets it back to Root. Adam Root for 3, misses short. And a rebound there by Noah Wise. And a timeout will be called by Larry Strout. 4:17 to go, fourth quarter. JB in control. They lead it 42-31. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and thesportspage.blog.
Want a good laugh? Watch those funny insurance ads on TV. Want seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance? Come to the Antrim Insurance Agency, your independent Erie insurance agent with offices in Greencastle and Waynesboro. You'll get a great price that saves you money, unbelievable service, and advice from people you can trust. So talk to us at the Antrim Insurance Agency today, 717-593-0500, or visit antriminsurancepa.com.
Welcome back to James Buchanan Senior High School. JB with an 11-point lead, 42-31, 4:17 to go in the fourth quarter. Again, the Rockets outscoring Greencastle 20-6, or 20-7, excuse me, in that third quarter to take control of that game. The Blue Devils were able to get it back to a 7-point deficit. But again, JB running off 5 straight points here to get the lead back to 12. Now Stoner open for 3, back of the rim, no good. Justin Hissong had a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. And the officials are going to talk about it. I thought Hissong hit it. I'm not sure about that, Jason. I don't know. I thought Hissong got a hand on that. But I guess the call will stand, and JB will keep possession of the ball.
Yeah, I was good with the original call. I thought it should have been Greencastle ball.
Now Maldonado open underneath, couldn't control it, and Noblet comes away with the steal for the Blue Devils, so a big stop there for Greencastle. As Lewis, far corner, gets it over to Nick Echo. Echo looks to penetrate in traffic, throws up an air ball, and Caden Stoner with the rebound, and he's immediately fouled. So again, Greencastle rushing shots here. And we'll march down to the other end of the floor, and JB will shoot.
Not quite to the point, John, where I thought they have to throw the ball up with such urgency. Still with just under 4 minutes. You know, if you could get some more turnovers, get some possessions back.
And Stoner unable to convert, so the Blue Devils get a bit of a break there. As Ethan Miller into the game for Adam Root. So a second opportunity here for Caden Stoner, and he does get the roll. Shot was a little short, but he got the favorable roll. 15 points for Caden Stoner in this one, puts the Rockets back up by 12. 43-31, clock ticking down to 3:30. Noblet looks to go baseline, has his shot blocked, and JB comes away, and the Blue Devils turn it over again. Corcoran all alone, kicks it over to Caden Stoner for three. Shot won't fall. Miller had defensive position as Jason Freeman comes away with it. Now Freeman's going to work the ball up the floor, gets it over to Lewis. Lewis couldn't control the pass.
It's tipped out of
but
bounds.
It was tipped by a Rocket, so Greencastle will keep possession of the ball. And again, Greencastle needs to start maybe looking for some threes here.
Yep.
As Freeman will pull up for two, shot won't go. Again, the Rockets with good defense. And now Maldonado will just go coast to coast and unable to get the shot. Nick Echo with the rebound. Greencastle in transition quickly. Lewis is fouled and tried to put up a shot, but probably a little too late.
It'll be 1-1 anyway.
It'll still be 1-1.
He could have got three because he was in position behind the three-point line. He could have got three if he could have got in position to better sell the shot. Right?
Three is always better than 1-1.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But again, an opportunity here for the Blue Devils to cut into this deficit.
With the clock stopped.
And Lewis does hit the first, gets it back to an 11-point game. Or excuse me, yes, 11 points. As Zach Cole will come into the game for Taylor Noblet.
Thomas Lewis now in double figures for the Blue Devils.
And a timeout will be called by Greencastle. 2:51 to go in the fourth quarter. Blue Devils need to turn on the offense. They trail 43-32. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Welcome back to James Buchanan Senior High School. JB with a 43-32 lead in this one. Jason, Greencastle won the first two over the Rockets this season, and we said winning three in a row over the same team is just very, very difficult.
Yep, very difficult, and coming here to their gymnasium on senior night, you know you're going to get a tough contest anytime you line up, take the court against JB, but definitely a tough order to come in here and try and sweep them.
Lewis, second free throw attempt. He gets the roll and is good. So 2 for 2 from the line for Thomas Lewis. Gets the Blue Devils back to within 10. And again, the Blue Devils in desperate need of a defensive stop here. Maybe entice JB to put up a shot. Maybe, because right now you've got to figure JB's going to do all they can to run time off the clock. Greencastle in a zone defense. Well, it looks like they're going man. Looks like they're going man. They were kind of lined up what I thought was a zone. But again, the clock down under 2:30, and the Rockets more than happy just to run as much time off the clock as possible.
There it is.
Tried to go back door, and a foul called on the Rockets. As Zach Cole on the floor to get the ball, and he was fouled.
So you get the turnover and you get down to the other end, but you got to make your foul shots.
So Greencastle still in a 1-on-1 situation. As JT English will check in for Nick Echo.
JB's coach does not want Greencastle scoring points with the clock stopped. The only way you can do that now is you got to hit these 1-on-1 foul shots.
And Cole does just that, hits the first, gets the Blue Devils back to within 9. So 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go here. Blue Devils, very small margin for error. Echo can't get this, or excuse me, Cole can't get the second shot to go. And the Rockets come away with the rebound. And again, the Blue Devils need to stop and need to stop quickly. Maldonado with the basketball. He gets it to Corcoran, and he will be fouled immediately by Thomas Lewis. And again, a two-shot situation as the Rockets are in the double bonus. Something tells me this final 2:04 may take a while, Jason.
It may.
Corcoran knocks down the first. And again, the situational substitution takes place. Nick Echo back into the game for JT English. And Corcoran again will get the second free throw opportunity here. as he looks to put JB back up by 11 and does just that. As Owen Stoner back into the game, he'll replace Corcoran. So 2 free throws for the Rockets. They get it back to 11, and Jason Greencastle just unable to cut into this this lead as Jason Freeman loses possession of the ball going through the paint. And again, Greencastle pressing on the offensive end, and things not working out for the best here. Rockets with the basketball, leading by 11, under 2 minutes to go. Almost a steal there. And they work it around. Ball comes loose. Freeman with the ball. He's going to get it off to Lewis, back to Freeman down the lane. And Freeman can't make the easy layup. Now English for 3, front of the rim, no good. And a foul will be called as Freeman fouls Maldonado.
When it rains, it pours, John, right? I mean, get the turnover. Nice passing. Good look down the lane.
Can't finish.
Back iron comes off. Kick it out for 3. Miss that. Ugh.
So Maldonado to the line here. He's looking for his first points of the game, and he finds it. As again, JB with some nice free throw shooting here. They are 5 for 7 here in the fourth quarter, have made their last 4 free throw attempts, as they just aren't allowing the Blue Devils to get back into this game. And another free throw for the Rockets, as JB back out to their biggest lead of the game, 47-34. And Greencastle in trouble, and a steal, and Hissong with the ball. Hissong down the lane. He can't get the layup to go. Now Lewis open 3 is good. So Lewis gets the Blue Devils back to within 10. And it may be too little too late, as with just 1 minute and 13 seconds to go on the clock, Larry Strout calls a timeout, and we will take a timeout. 1:13 to go in this one. JB with a 47-37 lead over Greencastle. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Want a good laugh? Watch those funny insurance ads on TV. Want seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance? Come to the Antrim Insurance Agency, your independent Erie insurance agent with offices in Greencastle and Waynesboro. You'll get a great price that saves you money, unbelievable service, and advice from people you can trust. So talk to us at the Antrim Insurance Agency today, 717-593-0500, or visit antriminsurancepa.com.
Welcome back to James Buchanan Senior High School final. 73 seconds of this one. John Freeman, Jason Heilman with you. The Rockets led by 11 after 3. They lead by 10 here with just 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in the game, as Cyrus Maldonado is fouled. And he will go to the line to shoot 2.
He was 2 for 2 last trip.
As the Rockets closing in on their 5th win of the season, as Maldonado knocks down the first. He's 3 for 3 from the line here in this fourth quarter. As the Rockets back out on top by 11, 48-37, and make it 12, 49-37. JB with the lead by 12. As the clock ticks down to a minute, Lewis is going to put up a 3. Shot won't fall. Scramble underneath for the rebound.
Don't.
And Greencastle ties up Hissong. And a held ball is called. But the Rockets, or excuse me, Greencastle will get possession. And Greencastle needing a 3 here almost immediately. And a foul called on Noah Wise.
This game's past the point of fouls being in any way meaningful. Neither team should be doing that.
So Noah Wise called for the foul. That will send Adam Root to the line to shoot 1 and 1. .56 seconds to go in this one. JB with a 49-37 lead as Root converts the first. And a timeout will be called by Greencastle. 30-second timeout, so we will stay right here with this one. Again, earlier this evening we saw, and you heard, the Greencastle Antrim girls wrap up a Colonial Division Championship with a 43-38 win over James Buchanan. The girls will move on to next, I believe it's next Tuesday, as they will play in the semifinals of the Mid-Penn Conference Tournament at a location and time to be determined.
Those locations are always neutral, I do believe. Is that correct, John?
Yes, usually. I believe so. Yeah, they'll play they'll probably most likely play 2 games at one site, whether a boy-girl game or 2 girls games. But then after that, they will be on to the district tournament for the girls, as they came into tonight in the 14th spot. And tonight's win should all but assure them a spot in the district playoffs, as Root converts the second free throw, and the Blue Devils get back to within 10. And are they going to say stepped on the line?
Either that or it was the 5 second.
No, one of the two. Greencastle will get the ball back here.
Yep.
And again, Blue Devils down 10, 55 seconds. Well, I won't say it hasn't ever been done before, but certainly the Blue Devils with their backs against the wall here. As JT English looks to drive the lane, can't get the shot to fall. Scramble underneath the board. Fortunately, no one gets hurt as players go to the floor. And JB with the ball, and no need for Greencastle to foul here.
Right, no need. No.
Well, and that'll be it for Jason Freeman. He'll foul out with 5. And again, with 36.1 seconds to go, probably not necessary. But the Blue Devils will go down to defeat here. Greencastle still has one more game to go. They will be in action on Thursday as they will travel to Waynesboro to wrap up the 2018-2019 season, as they will take on the Indians in a game that was postponed last week. As Owen Stoner misses the first free throw, Zach Cole comes into the game for Thomas Lewis. And Stoner will get a second opportunity here at a free throw and just comes up short as Cole comes away with the rebound for the Blue Devils. Final 30 seconds of this one. Echo's three-pointer won't go. Cole with the offensive rebound. He's going to go to the basket and score. So Zach Cole with 5 points on the game. And again, a Greencastle foul will just extend the game a little bit longer. And it will also give Cyrus Maldonado a chance to put 2 more points in the scorebook. And he does just that, hitting the first. As Maldonado 5 for 5 from the line here in the fourth quarter, as Dan Corcoran and Noah Wise will leave the floor. Owen Stoner leaves the floor. I'm going to assume those are all JV seniors, Jason.
Yeah, they are.
And that's a very nice move there by Larry Strout to give his seniors a moment like that.
Yep.
Let the crowd honor the 3 seniors as they earn the big win here tonight on senior night. As JB will come away with the victory tonight. The final score still undetermined, as Maldonado continues to put on the free throw shooting clinic here in the fourth quarter. Down to 15 seconds to go in this one. Cole just throws one up off his tiptoes and scores. And again, hopefully Greencastle's smart enough not to foul here. And that's what the official's just going to let it play out. And JB will come away with a 51-43 victory on senior night. as the Rockets improve their record to 5-16 on the season, 2-10 in the Colonial. The Blue Devils fall to 4-17 and 1-11.
Today, Coach Stroud announced his retirement from coaching. Tonight was his last coaching night here under the Rocket Paint.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's give Coach Stroud a round of
Coach
applause.
Strait having his last home game here at James Buchanan.
I don't think anyone expected that. Larry Stroud, they just announced, has coached his final game here in the James Buchanan gym. And he couldn't ask for a better way to go out.
Yeah. Senior night, I believe he had a senior daughter, right?
Yes, he did. His daughter Maggie was on the girls' team. So a big night for the JB boys, a big night for head coach Larry Stroud. A great guy, a great coach, and we certainly wish him well. He will continue on as the athletic director here at James Buchanan. But he will be stepping down as the head boys basketball coach. We're going to take a break and be back after this. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem, a ton of trades. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Introducing the New For You sales event. Right now, over 100 pre-owned vehicles, prices slashed, and great values. Go to KeystoneFord.com, pre-owned inventory, and check them out.
When it comes to choosing a venue and caterer for your special day, choose Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering to ensure your event is perfect in every way. Free tastings are available prior to planning your celebration, and you'll reap the benefits of 25 years of experience from our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Your perfect venue for weddings, banquets, receptions, birthdays, and corporate events. Blue Heron is constantly upgrading facilities to better serve our community. Check out our great Google reviews. Phone 717-830-2261. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, 407 South Washington Street, Greencastle.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries often don't happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Brad Connor, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love, safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the Air Force. Call 717-480-7257 or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Antrim Diesel is ready to serve all your diesel needs. We provide everything from state inspections to complete repair of diesel-powered vehicles. We offer repairs for commercial trucks, industrial passenger cars, agriculture, marine, and light trucks. Richard Price and his staff have been providing quality service, competitive pricing, and valued customer care for over 25 years. Antrim Diesel, 47 Commerce Avenue, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-7963.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
At Horace Mann, we believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Welcome back to James Buchanan Senior High School as we wrap things up here in a Mid-Penn Colonial Division boys-girls doubleheader. Our first game this evening saw the Greencastle Antrim girls defeat James Buchanan to wrap up the Mid-Penn Colonial Division Championship. Then in the nightcap, it was the JB boys with a 51-43 decision over Greencastle. JB with that very strong third quarter as they trailed by 2 at the break, outscoring the Blue Devils 20-7 in that third quarter. Caden Stoner playing a huge role. Bye, Jason. Playing a huge role in that third quarter, scoring 9 points of the 20 scored by the Rockets as JB extended their third quarter lead to 11 and held on from there. The Blue Devils were able to get it back as close as 7 in the fourth quarter, but really unable to make any sort of run to make the game close in the final 8 minutes. Again, Caden Stoner, the hero tonight for JB. He had 15 points in the win, 8 points coming from Noah Wise, 7 from Dan Corcoran, 7 points also for Justin Hissong. Hissong coming off the bench to score those 7 points. Cyrus Maldonado, again, with 6 points. He was a key part of that fourth quarter run by the Rockets that allowed Greencastle to not get back in the game. Maldonado hitting 6 of 7 from the free throw line in that fourth quarter. Also 4 points coming for Owen Stoner, 2 for Colton Hartman, also 2 points for Dan Carrington in the game. Greencastle led by Thomas Lewis. He had 14 points, 9 of those coming in the fourth quarter. Jason Freeman added 8, 7 points for Zach Cole, 4 points on the night for Ethan Miller, 2 points each for Adam Root, JT English, Taylor Noblet, Nick Echo, and Josh Anderson. And that will wrap things up here from James Buchanan. Again, the Rockets victorious 51-43 on senior night. And also another surprise, Jason, after the final whistle sounded, it was announced that JB head coach Larry Strout retiring after this year. So this will be the final game Coach Strout will coach here at James Buchanan in the home gym. The Rockets will wrap up the season Friday as they make a trip to Waynesboro. And again, the Blue Devils also will wrap up their season on Thursday at Waynesboro. And we will have that for you here on midpennbroadcasting.com. Also, hopefully, on WRGG. Like to send good wishes out to Dr. Greg Hoover. Hopefully, he will be better and back and ready to go. And we'll be able to bring you that game on WRGG. Tonight's postgame show has been brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Tonight's broadcast has been brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com, member FDIC. Summit Sports Medicine, Chambersburg and Waynesboro, the Franklin County Visitors Bureau. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Del Martin Incorporated, they are a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 38 years. Greencastle Eye Care Center, a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. The Sports Page, your news source for Franklin County sports, is located at thesportspage.blog. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street, Waynesboro. Let them outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, and so much more. Greencastle Notary Services, serving your vehicle and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue in Chambersburg. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators. Visit Greencastle Representative Jeff Coons, 116 South Antrim Way, Greencastle. Blue Heron Events, From Scratch Catering, your full-service catering and events company. Antrim Diesel Service, ready to serve all your diesel needs, providing everything from state inspections to complete repairs of all diesel-powered vehicles. And finally this evening, Klein Tours. Be sure to visit kleintours.net for a complete tour schedule. That'll wrap things up here from Mercersburg and the James Buchanan Senior High School. Tonight's victory for the James Buchanan Rockets as they knock off Greencastle by a score of 51-43. Tonight's game has been a production of Mid-Penn Broadcasting on the F&M Trust Sports Network. Our next broadcast of Blue Devil basketball and our final broadcast of boys basketball will take place Thursday evening as Greencastle travels to Waynesboro to take on the Indians. For Jason Heilman and Matt Rock, I am John Freeman. You have yourself a great night, and we'll see you on Thursday.